What's on your mind, Charles?
Man, what's on my mind? What did we get into? We were talking about earlier today. We are talking about a lot of indie creators.
Ah, the
Uh,
superhero joint.
are we the cloning?
Cloning. Yes,
The Clone
yes.
Wars, the Clone Worlds, Total Recall.
So, me and Charles are having a discussion, right? Because I go through my timeline, my Facebook newsfeed, and day after day, I just keep seeing great value Avengers, great value Justice League, great value Black Panther, great value whatever, right? From indie creators. And it's just like they're throwing these stuff out there, these projects, thinking like, oh, get a support. And it's like you guys are just basically doing Wolverine reskin. You're doing Spider-Man reskin. You're doing Superman reskin. Just because you swap out the S for an H and it's not blue and red, it's brown and yellow, doesn't mean you know what I'm saying, it's original. So we were having a discussion that essentially is for black indie writers, creators, is the superhero genre, is it even really worth tackling that anymore? Is that already a field that's so basically overpopulated and just so overdone that is it just best for us to say, hey, let's let this shit go, let's go off, do some different genres, do some horror, drama, Afrofuturism, sci-fi, whatever? Is it time to just let go of the capes and cowls and say, hey, you guys got it?
Charles, what do you think, brother?
Uh-oh. Your audio's off, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Loud and clear.
So you got to think of like, what did the Japanese do, right? Like with what they do with anime. They came through something completely different. Now they've borderline taken over, like, that medium.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like a big opportunity to do the same, but we're not going to do it trying to like clone other people's stuff. That's what I say. We're not going to be able to do that, cloning other people's stuff, because I mean back in the day, anime was considered like somewhat taboo. Like, oh man, oh, you listen to anime, you weirdo. Now it's like 10 years later, and it's like, what?
It's like if you don't watch anime, you're out of the loop.
You're out of the loop, 100%.
It's reversed.
So,
yep.
There's a huge opportunity to do that again if we just, put our minds to like focus on the stuff that's not being touched on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for damn sure. It's just, I know people, we love the superhero genre. We feel like just because we do a Black Justice League in our own iteration, or just because we do a Black X-Men, that it's going to sell and that there's a market for it. But you got to understand, if I can just go get the X-Men, why do I need your comic? If I can just go read the Avengers, why do I need your comic?
Exactly.
If I can go read the Punisher, why do I need your version?
Yeah.
I think some of it is just like, I just want to do it because it's art. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I just want to self-express myself and make my own custom thing. That's cool. But for those who are like trying to seriously do it, it's just, this is just, honestly, this is an indie comic thing in general, not even just a Black indie comic.
It is.
It's just an indie comic creator in general. There's so many people trying to do a Deadpool, Spider-Man esque character, and like, we know it's Spider-Man. We see the bug eyes, we know it's Deadpool. We see the black eyes with the white line in it. Like, we know what it is. Why do I need to read that shit? I don't need to read that shit if I can get it the straight thing from the comic shop,
Mm-hmm.
So the question that I want to ask y'all then is does the blueprint for independent comics, are we at a point now where that needs to be changed? Does the thought process need to shift from, okay, how do we do the next Superman? How do we do the next Avengers? How do we do the next Black Panther or Batman? does it need to shift from that to how do we find our next Dragon Ball? How do we find our next One Piece that
That's
can run
what
for
I want
1,000
to
years,
hear.
right?
That's what I want to hear.
Right.
How do we find our next My Hero Academia? You know what I mean? Are the independent creators looking towards the wrong inspiration to be able to try to hit? You know, like I've heard y'all talk at no end about how good Philadelphia is, right?
Yeah.
But in all honesty, Philadelphia is just a vampire version of The Walking Dead, right?
Vampire. No, it is slightly different. It is not just. It's in it's I know it's Image Comics, but it is more detective crime. It does have a little that feel vibe to it.
Less,
Okay.
Not just
less survival.
Yeah, it's not really vampires is taking over and it's just the last of humanity is trying to fight vampires. It's a little bit more like it's like a dirty secret and there's cops onto the secret, so to speak.
Underground. Okay.
Underground. It's an
Okay.
underground thing.
All
Not a bubble up.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm ready, yeah. Okay.
So just
It's
kind
great.
of backing up from that though, like, are we kind of at that point where, because Donovan, even with you backed away from Florida Tales into Tales of Ashar. You know, Charles, you focused on O Kingdom Come because that was something that was so much different from a creative standpoint from the industry standard, to where it's like, okay, my best ideas that I have are going into this because it's so much different from what everybody else is doing right now, right?
Mhm.
At the point now where we can back away from, the Avengers, Batman kind of standard, to where there are better ideas coming from elsewhere. And that is what we should kind of draw that blueprint off of in terms of what we're looking at in the United States.
Yeah, I agree, and so it's much as it's like say we use Dragon Ball Z as the placeholder. We won't end up making a Dragon Ball Z, right? But we'll end up making something completely different just based off that blueprint. If we focus on that, just focus on that will lead to something completely different that people be like, whoa, what? Wait a minute, what is this? What is this? Is this serialized? Like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? So yeah, I do think that there should be a general effort to focus on a completely different kind of medium. And who knows, maybe something off of that product will lead to a comic similar. But for us to go into the superhero genre and off of their own archetypes, like the story, the young kid in school that gets powers, like how many times are you gonna do it? How many other is super? Okay, so he's a paraplegic this time. All right. Okay, he's black this time. All right. But it's the archetype's not going to change. It's the kid. He gets powers, and it completely changes his life. The only things that are really shining right now are the things that are complete deconstruction of that archetype. The Boys, Invincible, complete deconstruction. Those are the things that are shining. So we can't go in trying to. They're already deconstructing, and we're over here trying to just build up. Like what? They just deconstructed it.
We're trying to make damn McDonald's restaurants out of
If
this
one
shit.
of us had come out with an Invincible before Invincible came out,
yeah,
that would be different. But we didn't. Nobody else did. If one of us came out with the Boys before the Boys come out, that would be different.
Because what was the joint that was on Netflix in 2020? Was it Jupiter?
Jupiter.
Yeah,
shit.
Jupiter's Ascending.
What happened?
Yeah.
Wrong timing, son. It was ascending at the wrong time.
It descended. That's what happened. This shit crash and burn.
And I agree with you on that, because and same thing with the Watchmen and that conversation that we
Yep.
The timing on these things is equally as important as the content, which
absolutely.
So I guess from a creative standpoint, Like, what do y'all think is the biggest challenge to try to do something that actually like sticks, to try to do something that is different enough to get people invested into what y'all are writing about?
Oh man, Dion,
Man, that's pretty
that's
tricky.
a big ass question.
It is a big question. How do you safely test the market? You know, how would you safely pitch, I guess, an idea to see if people are actually be interested in it? You know, I think a lot of people bitch and complain about indie creators only have one issue, so they don't want to invest. People don't want to buy into it for one issue, and the reason why is because how are you going to test? You know, why would I continue making 2, 3, or 4, or 5 issues of comics and it's not selling? So of course, there's a lot of indie creators with one comic book because it's a big investment, and if it fails, well, you're deep in you're Shit's Creek. You're in the red, you know.
Sure.
So I think instead of full issues, maybe a page or two, you know, maybe some concept art, maybe like a little short trailer for something rather than a full investment of like, hey, we're going to do a Kickstarter. We're going to do this whole thing and see how that goes. Like give a little free samples, give a little samples. Don't go all in on it first and just see if it has some kind of kickback, some kind of feed, you know? But I think people go to the superhero genre because they feel like it's safe. It's like the safest return on investment. Like, oh, everyone loves superheroes, so I'll do it because it's safe. And it's just very oversaturated right now. And you know, you might get some likes or comments, but in terms of sales, like, you know, it's difficult. It's difficult. And but I think you try to approach it in a way like, let me just give a little small sample and see if people actually bite on it. You know, I think that's the only way an indie creator can really kind of test out the market without going full in on the first issue. What do you think, Charles?
Yeah. So, that's probably been my entire dilemma with the industry. I honestly not sure. After like being in, I'm not sure I actually Kingdom Come fits in the comic industry, to be honest.
Respect.
Respect. Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I can't build a compelling story in 24, 32 pages. I can't do it. I'm not, it might be that I'm not talented enough with the pen yet. But I've seen my 24-page version of the book. People say it's good, but I'm like, nah, like, how do you know what I mean? Like, I don't have you yet. I'm going to get you. But I don't have you yet. Like, wait till you know what I'm saying? So
right.
I don't think I personally can't build a story that that evokes emotion in 28 pages. I can't do it. So I had to make a book. I needed to make the first book for O Kingdom Come. But then again, I would not have made O Kingdom Come if I couldn't afford to make O Kingdom Come. So I guess it depends on like what your goal is, right? So like O Kingdom Come, once the book's done and I get all of it to amazing backers.
Shout out to you on your success on the Kickstarter, by the way.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to you, man. Fully funded. Hey, man, you did your thing on that joint.
I appreciate you. And it's interesting. That's another topic we should probably go into, but yeah, after I do that, after everybody gets their books, I'm probably gonna go get it put in a book. I'm gonna make money off that book for a while. Like I'm gonna put it so I can do that. I feel like that's where an issue 1 would be limited. I'm gonna put that book in a museum. I'm gonna put that book in Barnes. I'm gonna put that book, and literary wise, it's strong enough that I'll be making money off that book for a long time. So it's gonna definitely come back. Anything I put into it,
they're gonna make you out of O Kingdom Come.
Yeah. What'd you say?
They're gonna make a movie out of O Kingdom.
Hey, as long as I tie up all my legal shit, so no one tries to dip me. Man. But yeah, so I'm just that's what I want. I want to make money off it any way I can. What's up?
you want to make money off of that for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that's the way I was approaching it. Like, cause I got a bunch of shit. Like, I got a phone full of stories. I'm like, if I'm gonna come out the gate and I want to do all this, I'm gonna get on interviews, I want to put my face on it. I might as well go for one of the best ones. Like, go for the best one that I can take to an Africa.com and be like, hey, what do you think of this story? And then, you know what I mean? Like, the one that I can take that could actually be like, oh, yo, there's something different here. So that's why I feel like I probably don't fit in the comic industry because of that approach. So that's
right.
where it gets a little sticky because yeah, it's a graphic novel, but I feel like that because of that aspect of the book, of the way I'm thinking of the book, it's more like a novel kind of thought about. And I'm just thinking of it later after Kickstarter. I'm like, damn, I should have gotten into some sword and sorcery kind of groups and shit, because them motherfuckers spend money on them texts.
Right.
They
It ain't
spend
too
money,
late,
man.
man.
They ain't got no pictures in it.
Yeah.
And they spend money.
They
So
do.
I was thinking about that later because I was looking at some podcasts. Somebody had reached out to me from New Edge and Sorcery, which is, I think they're trying to revitalize that brand. I'm like, damn, were we all like 3 weeks ago?
So Charles, hold on, brother. So are we talking like O Kingdom Come trading cards? Are we talking about?
Yeah, like that's why I missed that. I didn't know. Like I was trying, like I'm like, what am I doing with this? Because like I did the first issue and I've seen. Don't get me wrong, I've seen issue 1s that are really good, issue 0s that are really really good. I backed a bunch of Kickstarter.
But they ain't my issue 1, damn it.
Nah, you're damn right.
They ain't my
But
issue
like, I mean,
1.
what can you? Even The Walking Dead, it was the volume I got that got me hooked on The Walking Dead. You know what I'm saying? It was the volume I got. So like, if I had read the first 20 pages of The Walking Dead, yeah, this is cool. But like, I need like, this is the thing that like evokes emotion. I feel like happens over a longer period, which the Japanese figured out with their volumes, building those stories over a long time.
Yes, sir.
And slowly but surely, the American market is trying to catch up, writing for the graphic novels now more so than the comic shops. You know, because just come on, you get 6 issues for $10, $10 to $20 plus concept art. So you can't beat that. The floppies are kind of, unless you're a collector, you know, it's kind of mute at this point.
Like prime example, imagine, just really think about this for a second, right? Like, imagine men our age, right, that are devoted fans of Sailor Moon. Like, just really think about Sailor Moon for a second. What was it really about? What was the plot of Sailor Moon?
Nobody knows the plot of Sailor Moon.
4 teenage girls fighting monsters.
Respectfully, name 3 Sailor Moon.
Name 3 what?
Name 3 characters from Sailor Moon.
It's just the planets, bro.
You talking about the planets or the names of the character?
I don't know 3 characters from Sailor Moon, but I Sailor Moon.
I know Usagi.
Ooh, I don't know the name.
The main character, Usagi.
Tuxedo Mask.
Tuxedo Mask.
What else?
Jupiter. Well, those are their
Tuxedo Mask.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah,
Tuxedo Mask and Usagi.
That's about it.
So like you were saying, Charles, the branding always trumps the story in terms of what the Japanese are trying to do in terms of getting eyes from our side of the globe. Right? Like Ronin Warriors was basically the male version of Sailor Moon, but we didn't give a damn because we just were like, damn, this is fire right here. You know what I mean? A guy in blue armor, red armor, orange armor, fighting against Anubis and whatever. The story doesn't matter because it fucking looks cool.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
Just the brand trumps everything else. As long as we can push the brand and make the brand seem like it's larger than life and something that you need to be invested in, the story comes secondary to all of that. You know?
Yeah, that's the way the industry works.
That's a good point. I always said that like the big 3 animes, they all have like a very distinct look, right? And so Dragon Ball Z, obviously, distinct look. Naruto has a distinct look.
One Piece.
One Piece has a distinct look. Is that the big three? Or is it Bleach? That's the
rotation.
conversation.
Yeah,
but
whatever. You got it.
Yeah.
That kind of they still have the distinct look thing. But animation wise, it wasn't like up there. But it came through and scattered. It broke like the rules was Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan came through and broke the what big titty.
Yep. I agree.
Tsunade had big titties.
Typical shonen young warrior trying to train in martial arts or whatever to beat the main bad guy. Yeah.
The horny aspect was from Attack on Titan. Like people really got invested in the story of the story.
Yeah. And I like that because it kind of like, even though that's the model, like you just said with the brand, it came through with a story, and the anime is not from what everyone says, the manga art isn't that like, it's not out of this world, but everybody was so invested in the story, and not only that, the short time it did it came out 2009.
Yeah,
2009.
I didn't hear
and
about
it tore shit up in 10 years and left.
Right, 1 decade.
Tore shit up, dipped out. It was higher than Boruto. It was higher than Dragon Ball Super. It was higher than One Piece. 10 years and just dipped out.
Shit, Demon Slayer. That shit was made like 2014 on print. 2014 on print. Less than 10 years. Pokemon was 98. Shit, 96.
They made.
But, I mean, they had Nintendo. That was Nintendo though. That did have some help.
Right. But they did what they had to do.
Yeah.
They dipped. They got out of it.
Dipped out.
Yeah. I definitely think you're right, man, with the branding. That's what everyone is like. That's also one of the things I think people are thinking, like, hey, if I make it to Marvel and DC, you get exposure. You know what I'm saying? Oh, right, for Spider-Man, right, for Batman. Oh, sure, you can get exposure. But that doesn't correlate directly to fans of yourself, right? You get off the Spider-Man book, you thinking you're going to sell just as much. People just like Spider-Man, like they're going to buy Spider-Man. But you did it for the exposure. You try to get your own fan base. People buy into the brand. They don't care. And, this is sad, but it's true. People would rather bitch and complain about a terrible Spider-Man comic book and buy it than
try something new.
And try something new. They will bitch about Batwoman. They will bitch about They will bitch about any goddamn Marvel DC character, but they'll still buy that book over your indie book.
So is branding that standard?
That's what?
Is that the industry standard? Is the industry standard? So, and I'm glad that you brought that up here. So, is the current how do we get out of this industry standard of let's get on the internet and complain about everything that comes out?
Oh,
let's get on the internet and complain about everything that comes out, but still pay for it. Like, when do we get to the turning point of people deciding with their wallets as opposed to characters online? Because, for example, right, like Donovan, respectfully, you put up a meme in the Discord of female characters that I don't like.
Yeah.
She-Hulk was on there after 1 week of being on.
1 week. Shit, probably an hour after the episode came out.
We've talked about industry standards here. Like Charles, Donovan, I want to get y'all's take on this here. Is the current industry standard people complaining about the product but still tuning into the product? When does that change? When does the product change, or when does the industry product change from, okay, I'm no longer the consumer? Like, I'm very confused about how that works. You know what I'm saying?
And I was surprised about that too. Hands on with when I was running the Kickstarter. I've noticed there's probably 3 types of people, right?
Okay.
There's people that are gonna bitch. They just want to bitch, right? They want to talk online. They just want to talk online, and they're kind of fixed in their way. And maybe along them being fixed in their way, they're gonna get that book anyway. And then there's people that just want to bitch and they don't get the book. That's probably the highest percentage of people. And then there's people that just they just talk with their wallets. And I think, and that's something I figured out later, I want to focus on those people that just want to talk on their wallets.
Yeah.
And not go back and forth with the people that just want to bitch. Like, don't even
language.
Not even part of the shit. Like, I had a post for O Kingdom Come Out that I had boosted or whatever, and it had 1.8 thousand likes or whatever. No, yeah, 1.8 thousand. Right? Is that number 1,800 likes, and it had like 200-300 comments, and all the comments like, "Wow, this is lit. Oh, this is crazy." That shit did not correlate with my backers.
The backers, yeah.
That shit did not correlate with my backers, man.
Right,
that
right.
did not correlate with my backers. And I'm like, I'm a straight, like, I decided like a few years ago, I'm like a straight shooter. Someone messaged me like, "Yo, this is incredible. I love what you're doing. This is amazing." I'm like, "That's great. I have you backed the project? Like, that's amazing. Like, I'm really happy like that this touched you." Everybody's like, "Yeah, I'm in between jobs right now." I'm like, "Yeah, that's not gonna work, buddy. You're gonna have to back the project." Because, and I thought to be mean, it's like we can't just talk. We need to get rid of that. Like that thing where the talking doesn't work. And I've heard that, and I was in another interview where they're like, "Oh, I know times are tough right now. If you can just share, that's enough." I stopped the interview. I'm like, "No, that's not true. You don't have to buy something, but you're gonna have to put like $1 down and back that project because you guys talk too much. Y'all can't say that you talk too much.
Talks too much. To quote,
you can't.
Right.
You can't.
Quote,
or don't say anything.
To quote Botchamania, everybody talks too much.
Way too much. I'm like, nah. When they messaged me directly, I'm like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to." Somebody messaged me like, "Oh, this is incredible. It reminds me of my dad or something that I'd love to do music for it." I'm like, "Yeah, I'd love to check that out. Did you back the project yet? Like, you can back it. Let's talk. Like, let's."
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll get to that. And then oh yeah, I'm down. But like, you're gonna have to. If we're gonna do that, you're gonna have to that. I'm not playing because there's no amount of work or there's no amount of money you can put down that will equal what I put into it. So it's not like you're not doing me a favor, right? You're gonna get quality work. I'm not gonna give you crap. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And especially if the approach is that we want to take this shit back. We're trying to take this thing back. Talking's not gonna work. I'm on some rebellious shit right now, which means I'm about what I'm talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and I'm the same way. If I say this is dope, I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna back it. I'm gonna share it. Like, I don't just talk. Like, no, I do not allow that.
So
I don't know. It's better for you not to message me.
So just 1 second here, right? So It's interesting the point that you make here, and I just want to segue from that particular topic.
Yeah.
Right? So in terms of like, okay, so music-wise, right? Is it possible to support an artist by listening to their music without paying for it?
Is there anything you can pay anything for it?
Okay.
There's nothing out.
Okay, all right. So prime example.
Well, that's difficult, right? They get paid for Spotify,
right? But like, okay, me and Donovan did a semi-review of Kendrick Lamar's newest album, right?
Okay.
I didn't pay for that album. I listened to that album on YouTube because it was streamed on YouTube.
Okay.
But me listening to that album, is that the same? Am I still supporting it even though I didn't pay to support it?
And you did a review though, so you did some promo.
All right, fair point.
You did do some promo. But they do. I mean, he does get paid for YouTube. Shoot, like I'm glad Donovan mentioned it because he said I should make those motion comics, put them on YouTube. And if they want to share that when the time comes,
Yeah.
But we're
Yeah.
not there yet.
Yeah.
Now, I got a book out.
Yeah. Charles is sitting on some stuff, man. He be sitting on some stuff, yo,
No,
for real.
I believe it just based off of some of the conversations I've heard y'all have and some of the conversations we've had. But
Have you seen this motion comic yet?
no, not yet.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Man. That shit's
I'll
heavy
drop
hitter,
you.
man.
I'll drop a link in Discord.
Very cool.
That shit ain't no joke.
Cool.
Yeah.
So just I mean, look, because this is the creators' corner. Creators' corners.
Blame the Henny.
No, Donovan, you drinking Henny tonight?
No. I'm saying you usually got the Henny, but you got the ginger beer. You got the ginger beer. What else? What would you say with it? Ginger beer and the Crown Royale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ginger,
You got the ginger beer and Crown Royale.
Okay.
Crown Royale.
But like the whole thing, the thing that I want to figure out here, and the thing that I really want to drive home here is like, as creators, how do you draw the line between support and love? What is the difference between love and support? Like Donovan, you don't really be on Twitter. I haven't been on Twitter in about 3 weeks, but I jumped on Twitter. You know what I mean? I retweeted. I gave you a shout out on Twitter for Children of Ashar.
I appreciate it, man.
Shout out for your title page comics. I did all of that, right? But does me retweeting what it is that you're doing right now, is that love or is that support?
I mean, it could be both, it could be both because you want to put the most amount of eyes on your project as possible.
Absolutely.
So doing a simple video review is fine. Commenting on, hey, this character looks cool. That story seems interesting. I haven't read it yet. Guys should check some stuff like that. It's very. If you're not paying attention, like you're paying attention with your time and energy.
True.
It's not always just currency. It's your effort. It is literally what is keeping your attention. That is another form of pain to a certain degree. So people can share your stuff. That's helpful because it does give eyes on your project. It does get people more exposed. Taking another step further, I got a shout out to all the people out there who did videos for Children of Asar, commenting and doing the video reviews, because that's, like they didn't have to do that. They took time out of their time to do that. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, wow, like that's another way to show that support and to show that love. And I think when it comes to attention, one of the biggest indicators that I saw, and this came from Marvel, was the what if Miles Morales became Thor. And people were so upset over it, so angry about it, that they bought they shared it so many times. Said it was trash. This is racist. People were buying the comic to see if it really was. They were buying the comic to see how bad it was. And because they put all that attention on it, it gained all that monetary value. And had it been like no one cared, like any other comic out there, it wouldn't have gotten those sales. It wouldn't have gotten that spotlight, that headline. But because people are making a big fuss, sharing, I can't believe they did this and did that. No way, I gotta buy it and find out. Because they paid so much attention to it, it actually gained monetary value and did the opposite of what they intended to do,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
You just played yourself. Put a quarter in your ass because you played yourself.
Oh man.
So yeah, man, it does show support. It does show love. You do a retweet, a reshare, just telling, hey, you guys, a friend, you like comic books or you like manga. I know someone who does it. It's really good. You should check them out. That does help. That does.
That's it.
So Charles, how you feel about that? What is
that's absolutely true. Absolutely true. Mm-hmm. So the issue with mine is I had one avenue of support, which for the Kickstarter. So if the book is out and people want to review it, absolutely. But it wasn't out, so it's more of they're investing what they've seen. which would be anything that's on the Kickstarter page or Facebook or whatever. The book isn't out, so there can't be any reviews. And I wanted to do it different. Last time I did like a little preview of the first few pages. I didn't do that this time. So it was more of the reactions off of what they're seeing. So if I had multiple avenues, if I had like a webtoons out, or like I said, the motion comic, if that's on YouTube, absolutely. Share away. That'll be amazing for me. Review away, all that. But for the avenue that it was, and the people that were reaching out about how inspired they were by it for what it was, that would have had to be. And I don't want them to get like any of the, like, when, especially when it's like that, where, you know, things are tight. Don't get one of the tiers. Just drop $1. Just for the, because it was less about the amount. I didn't really care about the amount. It was just like, oh, these are the number of people that are interested in this thing. So yeah, for that avenue, which was the campaign for the book, definitely would have been monetary. After this, obviously, YouTube, share away. The book is out, review away, all that. That's all love. I would take all that all day. Just for the avenue and for the people that are reaching out while the campaign was running, would have had to be that currency. Just for it to be serious.
Okay.
Would have had to be that currency for sure.
All right. So I'm glad you just used that word currency here, right? What do you guys feel like, Donovan? I'm gonna ask both of y'all brothers this question. Is currency, do you correlate currency to monetary gain? Or are there different firms or different forms of currency in y'all's opinions?
Just in a different form. Oh, shit, I'll be right back.
No, go ahead. You got it.
So yeah, you're good, man. So currency is as monetary gain, huh? Go ahead.
By monetary gain, or are there different forms of currency in your opinion?
I think it all correlates into one, to be honest with you. Would it be attention? You know, attention is the newest form of currency. I think it all correlates to monetary gain. You know, I really think that there is no real currency. I don't really think currency of love, or, you know, there's a currency of like sheltering. When I think currency, it's literally something that's, you know, value of gold, money, even fans. That's currency. You know what I'm saying? That's numbers that can equivalent to getting actually profits. It can raise your stock, you know?
Because at the end of the day, you make a good point, like, right? Because like there are people who are on Twitter that'll criticize somebody for having 200 followers.
What?
But yeah, like on Twitter will somebody else for having.
Hey, I see you, D Smith. I'm gonna send you the invite, man.
For having 200 followers, but like this 200 followers or 1,200 followers on Twitter, does that equate to paying your bills at the first of every month?
Only if they're giving you super chats. You know what I mean? You know, it just depends on the level of your fan. Like you said, like Charles said, if you're, you know, like and sharing is great, but putting $1 down, if you paid somebody $1 for their opinion on something, and you keep paying them for their opinions, and you know that it is something, you know.
Okay, so let me get a quick segue here. All right, quick segue from Creators Corner, because you know I know what you said about Creators Corner before, and I'm not trying to finesse you and Charles into another Creators Corner.
Nah, you're good, man. You're good. It's all good, man.
But I want to ask you this here. In terms of support and what you are lending your time and ears for, like what podcast or what content do you actually kind of go out of your way for to listen to? I said there are different forms of it by today's standards. Okay, I dig that, Charles. I dig that. My bad, D Smith.
D Smith.
I dig that, bro.
Hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
But no, and I'm sure D Smith can chime in on this.
Yo, am I coming in?
Yeah, you good, brother. In terms of content that you lend your ears to and lend your time to, like what do you go out of your way to actually listen to or watch?
D Smith got a delay. Oh, oh man.
He'll catch up. You got it,
Yeah,
dog.
I catch up. All right. Content that I actually go on my way to actually listen to nowadays. For me, it's kind of like I already listen to who I want to listen to. You know what I'm saying? They pop up on my feed. I'll give them, I'll give them a listen. But there's no one I'm really like. I guess like you're saying, going out my way, like hitting the search bar and
No. I mean,
directly looking, or
if it pops up on your timeline, you're like, all right, I need to hear what's going on right now. I need to hear
mm-hmm,
what is coming out of this particular content creator.
mm-hmm. I mean, I've been on the entertainment industry kind of kick, so I'll listen to like something news, John Campia, um, Beyond the Trailer, Grace Randolph, hitting her box office reviews and stuff like that.
Movie
It's
Bob,
good.
Bob, you
Movie
fucking,
Bob.
you still fucking with Bob?
Oh yeah. I still listen to Bob. This shit pop up, but yeah, I'll give it a listen. His last one, the second and third one, man, it was really like, damn, man, he really broke down his whole internet content creator shit, man, like he did.
Hey,
But
hey, look, Bob goes in, right?
Bob goes in, he does, yeah.
And the thing is, like, I don't agree with everything that movie says, but his format and the way he lays it down is he has the right format. You know what I mean? I
Yeah, he
follow
does.
Bob on Twitter. I don't agree with all of his views per se, but Bob knows what he's doing in terms of the algorithm.
Oh
But,
yeah, he does.
but I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you this here, bro. As far as like podcasts that I follow and really go out of my way to like really listen to as a hip hop fan, like Math Hoffa,
My
Matt
like,
top is
Hoffa.
funny.
Oh,
that's
that's the
I like that
barbershop
guy.
one.
yeah.
I recently just got onto that actually, like 2 weeks ago.
Oh man,
That's
Li-
new to me. I
hey
actually didn't know about them.
Charles, you fuck with Math
I
Hoffa?
like my top. I used to watch his battles too.
Hey, listen, they used to hate on Math, right?
Yeah.
They really used to be hating on Math Hoffa
Hmm.
a lot. But like Math Hoffa, in my expert opinion, is some of the best content on YouTube, bro.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
In terms of like hip hop content and just real conversations, like Royce the 5'9" was recently on hit on that podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and they just broke down a lot of artist industry relations, and that conversation they had was amazing. You know what
Mm.
I mean? I really am a huge fan of the Math Hoffa, my expert opinion podcast. I'm glad that you fuck with that, Charles. I'm glad you fuck with that, bro.
Joe Budden. I
Joe
still
Budden.
I still listen to Joe Budden time to time. There'll be a video or so. Hey, I'll be checking what Budden I'm saying, man. I
So
ain't gonna lie. I like it's entertaining in its own way. You know what I mean? Like
and
I like Joe Budden podcast, man.
and there's like a connection that I feel with Joe Budden because through his music, I feel like I know him as a person. You know, if I
Mm.
seen him in person, I would never walk up on Joe Budden like,
Yeah,
hey,
no,
hey.
no,
I would
no.
never walk up on Joe Budden and be like, hey, Budden, let me get a
Let me get a
picture.
selfie real quick, Budden. Nah,
Nope,
man.
I would never. But like, nah, it depends on the topic because Joe
Hmm.
Budden is Hollywood now, but that's
He's
okay.
Hollywood, yeah. But
It's
hey, he
okay.
earned it. He earned it.
You're right because like Mood Music 2 was a soundtrack to my teenage years, bro. You know what I mean? But like as far as content that's out there, you know, Charles, I'm glad you jumped back in. Like what other content that's out there in the algorithm do you kind of go out of your way for to hear what these creators have to say?
Um, Behind the scene, obviously.
Hey man, your audio is a little bit off.
Oh, behind the
There you
scenes.
go.
Catch that? All right.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, man. Hell yeah.
That one for sure. For creators, I used to watch. I've kind of fallen off a bit because I fell into the cave while writing, but Screen Junkies.
Oh
I used
man,
to-
Screen Junkies, yeah.
yeah, I used to listen to Screen Junkies. They had movie fights on there. I used to listen to that.
Mhm.
What other creators I listen to?
Uh,
A lot of historian podcasts.
Film Courage.
Film Courage.
That's an everyday thing for me. Film Courage.
Yeah, Film Courage is huge. I love
Big.
Film Courage.
Yeah, they're great. Phenomenal stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty much those. I'm sure the other one, Cinema Sins.
I used to be big into like epic movie. What was it? Epic trailers and Cinema
Epic
Sins.
movie guy.
Yeah, and now it's just like, all right, I'm okay with it. You know.
Yeah. That's from the same Screen Junkie people.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's
big shout out to Arthur, that indie comics guy. I'd be on his stuff like whenever he drops a new video.
Yo,
Arthur be telling it how it is, man.
Hey, that's a guy. Indie comics guy should have 100,000 followers on YouTube.
Yeah, man.
Guy, just some guy as well. Those two.
Oh yeah, just some guy. Yeah, I'd be on him. I'd be on him. Shout out to Black Comic Lords too, man. They be doing their thing. That education milestone. They letting us know, you know what I'm saying, the history and the roots of this game. So big ups to them.
But I guess the reason I asked that question, and you know, for the simple, and I'm very happy that we're on YouTube right now, and I'm able to have this conversation with y'all brothers here because I respect y'all a lot and what y'all are trying to do here, right? But as content creators, where do you draw the line between what you are trying to do and what inspires you? Like, what inspires y'all personally to get that pen moving and try to tell stories? You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to be able to make money and monetize your own ideas. But what actually inspires y'all to where it's like, you know what? I need to get this pen moving right now. Like, I got 1,000 ideas every day of the week, but it's hard for me to put that into words. And I respect y'all for actually putting those ideas into words. So what is it that gets y'all's pen moving in terms of trying to put out content?
Charles, you can go first, man.
I'm the same way. I get hit with 1,000 ideas by the day. Always put them down, even if it's a note. I accidentally sent a little bit of my script over there.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't say anything. I was like, oh, that must be an error.
Yeah, actually, so I just write it down. Because what ends up happening, and I'll tell you what's happened with me. You'll have a bunch of stuff, and one of them you don't want to flesh out, but it'll fit in something else. So that's what I've seen happen with me a lot. I'll write like a bunch of stuff down, and I'm, oh, this would be a good drama or something, and I'll be like, nah, I'm gonna take that and make it a segment of this. So definitely write it down. Now, what inspires me to do it? What do I want? A lot of my stuff is from life for now. And like mostly the last couple years of doing stuff, it's just stuff. I feel like things that are out that are bigger are very subpar. That's probably the biggest motivation. It feels like a lot of stuff that's out is subpar.
Okay. So not to cut you off, brother.
No, please.
I apologize for cutting you off. So what you're saying is that you're inspired by the feeling that what you are seeing is subpar.
Absolutely. That's probably the biggest one.
And I'm not gonna ask you to name.
You don't want to know.
I do want to know, but we'll save that for the Discord. Because I feel like we'll be in agreement with some of those things.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially when you're creating, there has to be a level of. We talked about it a little bit already. The clones. We're not. It's not only indie people that are making clones. There's plenty of big budget people making
No,
clones.
but you're right. It
Yeah.
goes across every genre. It
Everywhere.
goes across music, television, all of that, right?
Yeah.
Comic books, it goes across all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's probably the biggest one. That the other stuff is subpar. Shoot, if you flesh something out and you're not that tied to it, and you're in the right place at the right time, you might make yourself a milli out of nowhere. I wrote Fatherhood in a week, and because my sister liked it and she got it over to somebody, one of her friends that's an executive of Tyler Perry, we got that shot. That wasn't like, it wasn't supposed to be like that. It was supposed to be like a challenge that I could write a drama. And now I'm probably gonna get that shot whenever that's done and that gets put somewhere.
Oh yeah, bro.
Who knows what happens to it? You know what I'm saying? So just off of shit being subpar, put your pen down and just jot it down for sure.
And when the time comes, Charles, I sincerely hope that everything lines up to where we can really have a conversation about that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, for damn sure, man.
Yeah.
I guess for me, the subpar work, that's what got me into it back in 2018. I went online on YouTube. And, I'm a comic fan, and then I went online and just big momentum. DC comics suck. Marvel comics suck. From the Marksman. I'm like, oh shit, they really do suck now? So I'm like, oh shit, if they suck so much now, maybe I can get in there, and do something. But,
Donovan, like, I remember we had a conversation, and I vividly remember asking you, like, hey, like, what are your thoughts on actually trying to write? And I remember, I don't know if you remember this or not, but I remember you being like, nah, man, like, that's not really the lane. That's not really our lane like that. You know what I mean? Putting ideas down and all of that. That's not really our lane. That's not really something that I'm interested in doing. That's not something that I know anybody who's interested in doing. Like, we're not really doing that right now, right?
That was in Minot?
It was.
Oh shit.
There might be contributing factors to your take on what it is that the conversation that I had with you at that time, right? But at some point, for every person who's a creator and somebody who wants to put words down on paper, there's a turning point, right? So do y'all think that as writers, as people who are interested in getting their ideas out to the public, does everyone who tries to produce content have a turning point? Or is it just something that naturally occurs in somebody who does what it is that y'all are trying to do? Are you born a creator, or can you be made into a creator?
I think it's the age-old question of like talent over skill, in a sense, right?
What's the difference, my guy?
Talent is something that could be natural, but is wasted. It's not enough. You do need skill. You do need a craft to reach those higher levels. So talent by itself gets you your foot in the door, but skill you'll be able to keep the job. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be able to feed you for a longer time than pure talent. So I think it's that question of, I think it's pretty similar sentiments to that for creators to try to, and then also content creation and that it's different. Social media doing content is a different field. It's like, hey, I want to be a content creator. It's different than I want to be a writer. You know what I'm saying? There's different tools you would use to get to your main goal. So the motivation to get someone to like, I kind of forgot your first question, man. But
keep cooking, bro.
Yeah, but the motivation for me is like the story kind of wants to tell itself. It just wants to be told in some kind of shape or form or way. And I'll have it in my head, an idea will be in my head, and then I'll do like Charles said, I'll put it in the notes. And then later on, it kind of just develops some more and more and more until it becomes a full-fledged thing. The simple idea the Candyman story that I wrote was from a simple conversation I had with Von L. Shout out to Von L, Millennial
Big
Comics.
shout out to Von L, yo.
Big shout out to Von L. He came down here to Florida, and we were just talking over some breakfast. And I mentioned Candyman, and he was like, "Hey, man, don't say his name." And that was it. That sparked that whole short story that we did for the contest. That was it, you know? So it could come from literally anywhere and everything.
Hold on. Let me back up there, bro. It ain't a short story that we did. You did that short story, bro. You did that.
Writing credits, we did it. It was
I mean,
collaborative effort, man.
Nah, you did that.
That ending, it's a big piece, man. It's a team effort.
All right, respect.
It's a team effort, bro.
What up, D Smith?
What up, D Smith?
Can you hear me now?
Lima Charlie, bro. Lima Charlie.
Keep this going, bro. Let's keep cooking, bro. Let's keep cooking.
Who's next?
No, but like I like where this is going here, because I think, respectfully, the hardest thing to do in this medium that we're trying to occupy here is to get your ideas on paper and present them in a way that is palatable for people to be able to consume. Do y'all agree or disagree with that?
Agree.
I agree.
Agree. Yeah.
You know, like, and I'm not, this ain't the time or the place to talk about personal needs and the ideas that we've had or anything like that, because, like, I feel like the benchmark, okay, prime example, to me, the benchmark for what it is that any writer could ever do is Dr. Seuss, right? Imagine being able to write on a level of Dr. Seuss to where every person living and walking around in this modern age knows at least one property written by Dr. Seuss, whether it be Cat in the Hat, Grinch. What was the other one? What are some of the other works?
Socks.
Green Eggs and Ham.
Green Eggs and Ham. What you got, Charles?
What was one about the movie?
Charles, your audio.
What was the one with the movie? The orange.
Lorax.
Man,
There we go.
Oh shit.
Lorax. That's his best one to me. Is Lorax.
the Lorax. The Lorax.
Yeah.
Or Horton Hears a Who. That one's good too.
Okay, Horton Hears a Who, right? Imagine being able to write on that level to where every person, regardless of what they look like, knows who Dr. Seuss is or was, right? How do you get to that level to where literary scholars who have doctorates and have written thesis statements and dissertations wrote those documents on Dr. Seuss? How do you get to that level?
Man.
You see what I'm saying?
Phew, shit, Charles, you gotta take this.
No,
You feel like, I don't
man.
think you need to get to that level.
I get it. And I agree with that. You don't necessarily need to get to that level, right? But think about the people who are below that level. The people who are below that level are your, Jack Kirby's, your Stan Lee's, your Neil Gaiman's, your Spike Lee's, your Quentin Tarantino's, your Martin Scorsese's. Those are the people who are below those levels. But think about what they've achieved, right?
That's true.
How do you get to that level as a creator?
That's tough. So, like, let's bring in J.K. Rowling, right?
Absolutely. J.R.R. Martin.
Freaking napkin.
Yeah,
One
the
napkin.
That's all you need. The napkin, bro.
One napkin.
That's it.
Shit.
But to me, that seems impossible. I tantamount that to walking on the moon.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
The odds of that is very, very
odds.
unlikely.
The odds.
Very unlikely.
Fuck,
One in a
like,
million.
bro, to get to George Lucas or motherfucking who was the writer?
George got lucky. From what I hear, George got lucky.
Okay, that's fine. Luck plays a huge.
I ain't say. I'm just saying. Out of all the ones that you picked, I say George got lucky. I would say more like Stan or is
Look,
someone else that
we
counts?
spent an hour talking about Akira Toriyama, right?
Mhm.
Like if I was sober, I remember a lot of other names that go into this. Vince Gilligan.
I get it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Vince,
yeah.
motherfucker, like so. There's levels that are below the level that I think is the highest level. Ed Boon, motherfucking you see what I'm saying? Like,
Very fine.
you know, I love Metal Gear Solid, but is Metal Gear Solid on the same level as Star Wars?
No, it isn't.
Mm,
It isn't. You think it is? I don't think it is. Is it?
I don't know.
Metal Gear Solid and
It
level
comes
Star
close at
Wars.
points.
There's no way.
It comes close at points, but no.
It's debatable.
Is it all
you
just?
mean like quality
You
wise?
think about the quality, the galaxy, like the story?
I
Like,
would
what do you
say
think
more
about?
of the story. I would say more of the story. and
But it's
quality.
debatable. The whole point of it is how do you get to the point where you are able to create something to where your name is synonymous with something that's gonna live forever?
Never stop learning. Never stop
true.
improving. Never stop.
It needs
Never stop
to. It needs to be off print. It needs to be adapted.
Especially as I've watched and listened to old Hollywood movies.
Go ahead, Charles. Go ahead, D. Smith. Go ahead, brother.
Old Hollywood movies and watching videos on people who used to. Damn, I wish I could remember his name. Who used to write movie and the way that they didn't have to rely on special effects gimmicks. The dialogue always had to be absolutely tight. And almost all those movies from the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, those had to be,
Orson Welles?
Exactly. Or Hitchcock, of course.
See, I don't know Orson Welles, but I know me some Hitchcock. So
Jordan
you got me
Peele?
with that.
Jordan Peele.
Oh yeah, Jordan Peele.
He's getting there. He's still too young. Hey, I'm saying that out of respect for the brother that I know he's gonna be even better. You were talking about levels, brother. You were talking about levels.
Of course.
I think we're only seeing the tip of what he's doing, and so far there's good stuff, but there's a little wiggle room there.
There's some wiggle room to improve.
Well,
Trying to get better.
I agree with that. I've never watched the episode of Jordan and Peele in my life, but I know that man has an Oscar award on his
as well. I say that as well.
And at the end of 2022, I'm sure that Nope is going to be nominated for something.
I agree. But to go back to my point, I've watched like interviews and stuff talking about like older movies like Hitchcock. I think the movie was Rope and how revolutionizing that was for the time and how he was able to hide his cuts. By today's standards, it wouldn't be seen as anything great, but back then he was able to hide his cuts very well. And that goes into how they used to have to write things so tight and tell narrative stories really, really well. Especially when I go back and I love watching the 1930s Superman, and there's simplistic stories and they don't require a lot, but they're still amazing. And they still, I guess because he left, my camera shifted, whatever. But there's still amazing stories told by brilliant writers of their time. And that's something to look into and learn from. You see the people who set the standard before you, and you go back and you figure out how did they set the standard and how can I do that myself. That's all I got.
That's so amazing you said that, bro. I was thinking, like, I remember I watched my kids were watching Liar Liar.
Ooh, I was in the theater.
This is a good movie. Like, this is like a good movie now. Like those because they didn't, like what you said, they didn't have to rely on everything that now. Like the movies were they had to be tight.
They had to be tight.
Like,
right.
Those movies were good, well written, like
the Truman
not
Show.
Corny. Like what? Like those movies were good.
You're right.
And you feel like, and sometimes you get lost because you're like, oh, it must be nostalgia. I'm like, nah, those were good movies.
No, that's
they were well written.
Like, fam. All right, look. My bad, brother. I didn't mean to cut you off,
No,
Charles.
no,
I'm sorry.
that's it. That's all I
Like,
said.
like last weekend, like my wife had no clue what Beetlejuice even was, right? We turned on Beetlejuice on HBO Max, and it was
Oh
hey,
shit.
It was a wrap.
let's let this rock real quick, right? And it was a wrap. It was a wrap.
It was a wrap.
You can't,
Dale.
yo,
Dale.
and it, and it's crazy. Thing it's crazy to think this is how you know something is good or was of quality, right? Beetlejuice was a horny demon, a horny undead living entity, but that it was profitable enough for them to make that into a cartoon for kids.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
How do you do that? How do you do that without neutering the entire reason why people liked why they were watching what it was they were watching? How do you do that?
They were impressive. They were impressive, man.
How do you do that? And then let Tim Burton direct Batman twice.
He wasn't crazy the first time. In their book, he wasn't crazy the first time. He wasn't as crazy the first time. It's only after the second one they're like, all right.
But bro, bro, and then when you really think about it, oh man, damn, Charles jumped out. Bro.
Charles jumped out. He'll hopefully get back in.
But like, I'm glad we jumped into where we're jumping into here. Donovan, I want to hear what you got to say about this here, bro.
I think it's opportunity. I learned that there's probably hundreds of scripts on a pile, untouched, untapped, in some kind of office. You know, there's tons of material out there, and you're one person away, you're one connection away from either making millions and people know your stuff to just having pretty much being a whisper in the wind for your whole life. You know, it's literally, not saying it's a crap shot, but it is sort of a crapshoot, man. It is opportunity. If someone didn't give George Lucas that shot, will we know Star Wars right now? You know, if J.K. Rowling didn't get that opportunity for Harry Potter, would we still be where all these titles and these properties exist if it wasn't for someone
taking that risk,
looking at their art and showcasing it to the world and publishing it, you know? So I think that's the difference between any creator is, can I get my stuff out there? Can I get my material out there? Can I become basically not invisible?
Oh.
And if I become visible, what then will I do? You know?
We got to get Charles back in here. So
yeah, man.
So this again, like, oh man, I don't even know where we started with this or where we're going with this, but I like the direction that this is going here, right? So I mentioned Dr. Seuss before, and I mentioned, you know, it's hard for me to even talk about Metal Gear Solid. Very difficult to talk about Kojima because it feels like he went off with a reservation a little bit. Charles, thank you for jumping
later. Bro, I was just checking the chat and I was like, oh shit, I can't go back.
No, I'm glad you jumped back in because I feel like this is a good direction that we're going in here with as far as going like, right? D Smith, I'm glad you jumped back in as well here. But as somebody, because to me, the hardest thing for me in terms of ideas, everybody has ideas. What is the first step in trying to realize an idea and actually trying to get something on paper? Where do you start with that?
Y'all too, please.
Yeah.
You go ahead, Charles.
First thing I do is similarity. It has to pass my similarity test. What's similar to it, and depending on how similar it is to something else, then I check if whatever twist, you know, because you can have something similar, right? But what's that? What's going to be that twist that makes it stand apart from the other thing that it's similar to? Those are my two things. Before I start, nah, I'm done. I'm not even, nah. After that, if it doesn't pass, nah. I'll just, and it's easy for me to let it literally leave my head after that. After
that easy?
That easy. Gone. Gone. Once it's something similar, and if it's too similar, I was telling them one of our cast about Rollerball that I had wrote something.
Yeah. I heard that. I heard that.
Yeah,
no way that concept can work right now, though.
That concept can work right now. No, I tossed it after I saw the trailer. So, and I might be conditioned to think that way, it's very simple. I could have just literally be conditioned to think that way. But if it's similar to something, I toss it. And similarity might be something. It might be something completely different. I'm kind of working on a little bit of a. I've been working on something like Jumper for the longest time that I've been just going in circles about.
You told me about that a while ago.
Yeah, I really want to do something I feel like it was a big misstep, and that transportation that could be so dope. So
Jumper was really good.
Yeah, I've been circling it for a while to make it different. So I'll just circle it. If it looks like I can't do it different, then I'll toss it. But those are two things I think with how saturated it is. That's the first two things to check out. How similar, and if it is similar, what's the thing that will let people easily take it apart?
But you know what, Charles?
What's up?
You could literally reboot Rollerball.
I know
some people that
look what Coogler did with Creed.
20 years ago, nobody cared what Rollerball was in 2001.
It's true.
And even then,
go ahead, D. Smith.
Even then, that was a remake from a movie from the 70s.
That was from an even older remake. Yeah.
When I found that out, that blew my mind. But to what Uncle Jack was saying, a good point there nowadays is that people's span is so short that you could do something like that and get around
it. Bro, listen, dog. I'm from the era where every Saturday night on TNN, Rollerball, WWE Velocity, and I don't even know what came on after WWE Velocity. I'm from that era, dog.
Oh, shit.
There are enough people around to where you could literally do Rollerball as an offshoot of Squid Game, and nobody would really know the difference. Oh shit, Rollerball! Damn, they on roller skates.
You see what you just did, Dion? You better write that shit down. You better write that shit. You see what he just did?
Hey man, I tell you, man,
that's brilliant.
Uncle Jack, man, gotta be writing this stuff down.
Similarity is Rollerball. All right, what could I do to make it stand apart from Rollerball?
I mean, TNT did a TV version of Snowpiercer.
Yeah, I watched
with Jennifer Connelly, dog.
Yeah, I watched 2 seasons. It's over. No, I watched 3 seasons of it.
I thought the ending just aired.
And Sean Bean,
Sean Bean,
that's on HBO right now.
Yeah.
So Infinity Train, same concept. So yeah, you're right. In this era, I mean, what did Nas say, bro? Donovan, what did Nas say? No idea is original. There's nothing new under the sun. It's not what you do, but how it's done. Value round. Material, women in large paper. That means you inferior, not man.
Yeah, it's all about the spin. It is. You know, how can you make it your own version?
But y'all are right, man. Y'all are making excellent points here, man. But to me, I feel like, and I know we got to wrap this up soon, right? But how many auteur creators are actually left? After when we move past the era of your Jordan Peele, Quentin Tarantino says he's going to direct one more movie and then pack it up. Right? Martin Scorsese his next movie isn't going to even come out in theaters, or it might be a limited release. Spike Lee, I'm so happy that Spike Lee brought home an Oscar,
Yeah.
right? Jordan Peele is the modern day Alfred Hitchcock, excuse me. The Russo brothers are doing whatever they got to do. What is the future of the creative artists who are actually able to make their money, but also make an impact artistically? Who's left? Because we had the convo about movie stars, but behind the screen, who's left?
Christopher Nolan. But after that, I can't think
He's gonna leave
anybody
soon
else.
too. He's gonna leave soon too. How many films do you think he got left in him?
Christopher?
Yeah.
Mm,
4 were Universal because he
Probably-
jumped ship.
he
from
signed
Warner
he signed a
Brothers.
contract.
so.
Yeah,
Hey, are you including the one that's going to drop now, or
He
no?
said Interstellar was his last film. So
Nah, he jumped from Warner Brothers to Universal, man. He got the hell up out of there, bro.
it was a negotiation.
He got the hell up out of there, bro. He's
Hey,
like,
Uncle Jack, are you including the movie that he's doing now, or
Including Oppenheimer, yes.
okay?
Oh,
I would say 5 then. I think he got 5, including.
okay. I've never seen Interstellar.
It was.
I liked it. I thought it was
Good.
decent sci-fi.
Was it
Yeah,
better
was good.
Was it better than what?
Tenet.
Than Tenet?
I mean, they're both
No,
drastically
no.
different. It's hard
It was
to
better.
compare and contrast, but I enjoyed Tenet.
Spielberg was supposed to direct Interstellar.
Who?
Steven Spielberg was supposed to direct
That's
Interstellar.
a movie, according to movie.
That's a whole different movie.
Yeah, that's a whole different movie then.
That's a whole different
I
film.
can kind of see it now that
I
I
can
think
see
about it, but the direction would have been hella different. Yeah.
Way different. Yeah.
That ending would have been different.
Never seen Interstellar, right? So, was Interstellar better than Tenet?
I like Tenet.
In my book.
Tenet was ambitious.
Tenet was better.
Tenet was super ambitious. Yeah, I wouldn't say so. I think Tenet was better.
Tenet was a better movie.
Mhm.
They say that Christopher Nolan's not great with
Characters or people.
interpersonal struggles in his films. It's always the twist and
Existential.
It's more.
Yeah.
It's more the plot.
the
It's more
plot. Yeah.
that
Mhm.
that
More
carries
times when
weight
it's just
more
plot
than the
driven. Stuff
Was-
with like love and shit. I don't even know why he went there.
So
Like,
was
stop.
Inception not an interpersonal struggle?
Nah, you don't even see the
Yeah.
kids' faces.
What?
You don't even see
It
the
was,
kids'
it was
faces.
from Leonardo DiCaprio's perspective.
For
It
his
is,
character,
yeah.
absolutely.
but
yeah.
everything else, I would agree with you. It isn't, but
And you
he's
gotta
able
ask
to focus
yourself-
on a single character and draw from there.
You gotta also ask yourself, how much did Leo change the character that he was given?
Hmm.
Because he definitely gave him some notes. He definitely gave him some notes.
Oh,
I agree.
He gave him some notes.
He gave him some notes.
Damn.
For sure.
He slid
Leonardo
him
ain't going
some
out like
sticky.
nobody's
Hey,
like,
he
nah,
slid
I'm
him
not
some
doing
sticky
this.
notes. He slid him some on the side end.
wait, hold on. So for the record, Inception was not a personal character-driven story.
Mm,
Mm,
no. So
Airport scene when he walked through the airport with Time planned by Hans Zimmer, like
I mean, it's epic. It's epic. I guarantee you. I think I heard this before. That Leo told him that he needs something more to fight for in the film. Because you know who didn't have something more? The guy from Tenet.
the protagonist.
His name was
For the most
Protagonist.
part.
Look, his name is protagonist, bro. That's the goal. That's default, bro.
He's the protagonist.
He's the protagonist.
So you
That's
said
all he needs.
the
It's in the name.
The Travis Scott joint playing during the ending credits. I didn't do enough with the auto tune during the pandemic.
Man. So somehow he's not great with that. I mean, I loved my favorite film by him is still up to this day is The Prestige.
Prestige.
The
Yeah.
Prestige. Oh my God.
Hugh
Prestige.
Jackman carried that fucking movie, dog.
I love that film. I love Prestige. I love it. You don't like it?
No, hey, look,
No, it's good. It's good.
I love Prestige.
I love Hugh Jackman, bro. There's no
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman slander at all. Like,
No.
but they made Christian Bale shine more than they
He
made
did.
shine
Absolutely.
the Prestige.
Yeah.
Let's stay on topic here.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'd love a face-off with those two. Face-off,
Uh,
like a face-off remake. Well, let's not do that. Let's keep
that
going.
was top-notch character acting, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Aren't they doing a reboot of that shit?
I hope-
They've
They're doing
been
face-
talking about, bro. They've been talking about it for years.
hope-
It's probably not going to happen.
I hope not.
Probably
But
not. Yeah, I hope so. So
Wait.
too, it doesn't happen.
let's just back up here. So wait a minute. So I've still never seen Interstellar to this day in my life. Is Interstellar overrated or underrated?
I think it's right where it
Neither.
needs to be.
I think it's
Yeah,
fine.
exactly,
Yeah, I don't think
exactly.
people
I
are
agree,
hyping
Josh.
it up or
It's right
people
where-
are- yeah.
People were
gorgeous.
for a second, but it wasn't very.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It just it's right where it is.
I
If
agree.
Spielberg directed Interstellar, would you look at Interstellar the same way you look at Jurassic Park or Jaws?
No,
Why?
No.
You mean that version of Spielberg? Because that hasn't been Spielberg for a long time.
No, it hasn't. But I mean, assuming that
If
you
it was
get,
that version, I mean, he's good with that. Those relationships.
I mean, if Interstellar is Apollo 13, what are we talking about here?
ooh.
Let me put this dad hat to the back.
Man, you about
I mean,
to
it,
make a drink.
That's a good point.
yeah. I mean,
That's a good
it's Spielberg's approach to Interstellar definitely be more.
You would have felt more.
You would have felt more.
No,
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
I agree.
All right, man. You would have felt more. I think that it would have been less maybe convoluted, I guess, in a sense, a little bit more simple,
Condescending?
direct,
It would have been
a little bit more commercial. Let's just be honest. A bit more commercial. Let's be honest.
less.
I agree.
It would have been less condescending.
It did seem like that. Like you're too dumb to realize what's going on. You get that shit a lot from his fan base too. You're just too dumb to get it. You're just too dumb.
Even with Batman, right?
You're just too dumb to get it.
How are you?
I got
too
that with Tenet too. You just too dumb to get it. I'm like, what?
But see, the thing with Tenet, all right, man, we're gonna talk about that later this year. I don't want to give away too much about Tenet. I really don't want to give away too much about Tenet because me and Donovan have had convos outside of this podcast about that movie, right? Like the experience of seeing that movie in theaters trumps a lot of other theatrical experiences.
Yeah.
I would agree with you, and I didn't even see it in theaters.
Like I was there in theaters, dog. Me and my wife
I was mad that I didn't see it in theaters.
could be
That's incredible.
continued on that.
But
But back to what you were saying, Charles, like Interstellar. I've never seen that movie before, and the reason I haven't seen it is because I felt like people who like that movie went out of their way. They went OD on that, bro.
They did. They did.
Like, what's the difference between Interstellar? What was that movie back in the day with Jodie Foster, dog?
Contact. Contact.
Damn. They were really like that with Interstellar? I didn't hear much.
I mean,
I wasn't really on
I've
social
heard,
media like that.
YouTube reviewers that were angry at people were saying it didn't make sense.
Charles, do you remember Contact, brother?
I remember Contact. Contact was beautiful. I had Contact on tape.
Like,
I had Contact on tape. I love
listen,
Contact.
I could really get in a bag right now, but I'm not gonna do that, man. For the sake of brevity, I'm not gonna do that. But what's the difference between Interstellar and Contact? Besides trying to make you feel like you're not smart.
you say that about Tenet too, but I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop.
All
It's a
right.
bit- It's a bit. Well, yeah. I mean, I would say because they tried to do two different things in Interstellar, which was the Odyssey, which was the actual travel, and then the way back. If I recall, Contact was really about the build up to the launch, right?
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
like
sir.
Contact more. I like Contact more. I like Contact more. I mean, we want to say it. Spielberg would have made a better Interstellar. Is that what we're waiting to say? We're gonna
That's the only question that I wanted to
let's say it. Let's be
Wanted to-
real. Spielberg would have made a better Interstellar film. He probably
Cool.
would have.
Cool. So moving on.
I might have
Moving on,
rewatched
right?
it. Yeah, I have no real reason to rewatch Interstellar.
I don't
Believe me.
have.
Yeah, I
Look,
agree.
I'm gonna keep it all the way honest with y'all brothers here, right? I'm 31 years old, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm 31 years old, man. All right. I don't have 2 hours and 48 minutes to devote to watching Interstellar.
I feel you.
I
feel
don't.
you.
Hans Zimmer is an excellent music producer. I listen to Time composed by Hans Zimmer at least once every 2 to 3 weeks.
Wow.
But I think Inception is the best movie ever directed by Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh shit! Best movie by Christopher Nolan.
Inception.
Hashtag
You said Inception or Tenet?
It said,
Oh, you think
He
Tenet's
said
the best
Inception.
movie by Nolan?
I couldn't hear him. I thought he heard Tenet.
I love
no. He said Inception.
You said Inception?
Yeah.
but let me back up here. The reason why I still to this day have only seen Tenet one time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've never gone out of my way to watch the YouTube videos of people trying to deconstruct and explain what that movie was about, because I feel like the experience of seeing that in theaters
Trump.
when it came out is unique to when it came out.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Me and my wife were the only two people in that theater when that movie was released.
So the moment is cherished.
Yes. And because of that, the fact that me and my wife were the only two people in that theater, and I was drinking Crown Royal
Hell yeah, man.
and ginger ale while that movie was airing for that entire runtime, to me, that's something that I left that movie theater with as a significant theatrical experience.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you.
Whether or not that reflects on the quality of the movie is separate from the way that I felt about being in the theater when I got to see that movie.
I feel you.
But it was a moment in time that you're not going to get back again.
No, it's not. I'm never going to get that back.
And
Yeah.
that's the same feeling when we watch Jaws, Jurassic Park, and other movies of that caliber.
Right.
Close Encounters, you know.
I agree with you on that, right? So am I being is it unfair for me to hold that to that standard due to the circumstances by which that movie came out?
I don't think so.
I would say yes and no. It's always time, man. It's all, you know what? Hold on. Before we go before we go further, Uncle Jack, please tell me you have watched the CNN documentary series Movies.
I have not.
Uncle Jack, you need to watch those. You need to make time to watch those, because what you're talking about is going to explain a lot of it.
Okay,
It should be on HBO Max, but what you're talking about, though, each one of those is exactly what you're speaking of.
But hold
those
on.
time periods.
But wait a minute, brother. On balance, though, I remember how I felt in 2010 when I went to see Inception in theaters. I can't really say that Tenet is better than Inception. I can't say that. Charles, how you feel?
No, Inception is better than Tenet, without a doubt. Leonardo DiCaprio was a stronger character, then the protagonist. Was that his name? The protagonist, yeah.
I would agree with you, even though I do like the protagonist better.
Yeah. Inception.
And I don't want to agree with that. I don't want to agree with that.
Human nature, bro.
Sincerely, I don't want to sit down and watch Tenet again, though. I don't want to watch it again, though.
No. Mm-hmm.
Because I want to hold it to a certain standard.
Human nature.
Charles, and you know what, brother? Hey, let me get that pound, bro. D. Smith, let me get that pound, brother. Like, respectfully, I want to hold it to a certain standard, even though I know better than that.
I feel you.
Like, I can't forget being in the theater when I saw Inception. I can't forget that.
Yeah.
I can't forget that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got Tom Hardy as a supporting character, bro. You must, oh man, what did he say?
Supporting.
You must dream bigger, darling, with the fucking grenade launcher out of the window.
Oh man, that was an awesome movie.
You got Joseph Gordon-Levitt putting motherfuckers in the fucking sleeper hole, bro. Floating.
Fighting that sequel. Come on, nah. It's not even the same freaking. No, don't do it. Don't do it. They spun that entire studio to shoot that, man. They spun the studio. Don't even do it.
Bro, he was putting motherfuckers in the sleeper hole, bro.
Incredible.
Floating. Like, they took a scene from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon for one scene. So Joseph Gordon-Levitt could put one guy in a sleeper hole.
Yeah.
Tim Duggan style, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Crazy. Inception was next level.
Oh, no.
Anyways, so who's left? Who's really left as far as those guys that can get you into the movie theater like that? Jordan Peele is the last one, bro.
Until we get a new artist.
It won't happen, though.
Who's to say? Who's to say it won't?
Listen,
just like we hold on. Just like we were just discussing about scripts and things that don't get made and people taking chances. The odds of it happening, I agree with. Again, brother, I'm just playing a little bit of devil's advocate. Is all I'm saying.
That's what you
said.
Devil's.
I agree with you, but I feel like there'll be a few that slip through the cracks. That would do well, but it's going to be a while. I say that it's going to be a while.
What do you think about Matt Reeves?
No.
Give me the movie
Batman,
again. Matt Reeves.
The Batman, Planet of the Apes trilogy, the recent one.
He didn't direct the first Planet of the Apes.
Okay, the second and third one.
Oh right. Man, hey, Donovan, shout out to you, brother, because that's an underrated trilogy right there.
Yeah, a lot of people. That's a great trilogy.
Underrated trilogy right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Planet of the Apes is probably the best in the running for the best trilogy of movies during the 2010s.
Oh yeah, easy.
Yeah.
What about? I'm trying to think of directors here.
Jordan Peele. That's the standard, bro.
Marvel's taking a chance on a lot of new people.
But I don't think I'm going to be side with Jack. I don't think they're going to have that star power, bro. That star power.
The guy that shot
telling, shooting, and everything.
Spider-Man trilogy. He's good.
Didn't he screw up? Wait.
No, he did.
The guy that shot the Spider-Man trilogy is.
So didn't he screw up something? What's
not
his
yet.
name?
He dropped out of Fantastic Four.
He screwed up with Homecoming,
which was the first one, right?
So,
yeah, Homecoming was, man.
So can I ask y'all this question though?
What's his name?
I don't know what his name is, but I know that he put motherfucking oh man. I wish I wasn't sauced up right now. I know that during the ending credits of No Way Home, he paid homage to hip hop in that with 3 is the magic number. I know that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that end credit scene.
I
The
know that.
sequence. Yeah.
Oh man,
I don't know the director's name for the Spider-Man trilogy. I really don't.
I'm looking him up.
John
right
Watts.
now.
It wasn't Tribe Called Quest.
John Watts.
John Watts is his name.
Isn't he directing the Fantastic Four?
Supposed to. I think he dropped out.
Listen,
Okay, he dropped. They got somebody. In there.
hey, look, dog. This is what I'm gonna say here, right? I think that in this current era, Jordan Peele is the only guy that's going. Jordan Peele and Quentin Tarantino are the only guys that's going to get people our age to go to the theaters.
You won't see the new Avatar?
I agree.
I'm not watching that.
You're
bro.
not gonna watch the new Avatar?
No, sir.
Lying.
Charles.
Did you watch the first one?
Charles.
You didn't watch
No.
the first one?
Go ahead, D. Smith.
No, Charles.
Oh shit! Here we go. Here we go.
You guys are not gonna see the new
Yeah.
Avatar.
Hey,
the
hey,
the
D.
biggest
Smith,
movie
sit
of
on.
all
Oh,
time.
D.
shit.
Smith, get shit on.
Charles.
Go ahead.
Sit down. We ain't doing that bullshit. We ain't doing that bullshit.
Oh,
No.
man.
Let's not go
Oh
there.
man.
Hey,
James Cameron?
look, some people just showing up for the blue
Hey,
tips.
hey,
man.
I'll
That's
show,
what it is.
I don't even care. I will
Some
take
people just showing
another
up for the
damn
blue tips.
Terminator over this bullshit again. No, we are not, Charles. We are not doing that.
But
No.
this shit looks so pretty, man. It's nature. It's beautiful. The water. You see the water?
I don't need
You see the
furries. I
reflection?
don't need furries, Pocahontas, and tall people showing up to my movie theater and weeaboos with their pillows. Stop
Look,
it.
we know Green is in
Moving
right
on.
now with She-Hulk. I'm telling you, it's a wrap. Blue's back. Blue is back this
Humble.
December, baby. Blue
Green
is
and
back.
blue.
The
Green and blue.
will humble you.
The blue will drown you.
Look.
I ain't watching Meerkats for 3 hours, man.
Look, hey, Charles, you in your troll bag right now. Dog. You in your troll bag.
It's the biggest movie of all time. He's
It's
right.
the biggest movie of all
The
time.
biggest
I-
movie of all
I
time.
don't care. I don't, like the man said from The Fugitive, I don't care.
So why is okay? So let's back up here. Why is Avatar the highest grossing movie of all time? Why?
3D.
3D, yeah, I was gonna say 3D.
The
3D.
story.
Special effects.
Very
No,
It
beautiful.
was simple.
Who said the story?
The story
It was
is
simple.
very.
It was a simple story.
It's very simple.
Donovan,
Very
don't make me jump on top of you.
engaging.
Donovan, don't make me jump on top of you.
Pause.
It's very relatable.
Pause.
I felt like I was
Don't make
one
me
of them.
punch the shit out of you.
Charles, you asshole, bro. Charles, you asshole, dog. You asshole. But no, I want to keep cooking, please. I want to hear about this.
Oh man.
What? Who's going now?
Oh, someone's muted.
Charles, I can't hear you.
Charles, did you mute yourself?
I really want to hear about this. Charles trolling right now.
No, it's the biggest movie of all time. I know he can break it down for us. He's gonna break it down for us, man.
Why? Okay, why is Avatar the biggest movie of all time? Why?
Charles,
Your audio's off. Oh man. See, they don't want us to hear the truth. That's what it is. They don't want to hear us the truth. They got look.
Nobody
They listening on the
cares, bro.
YouTube algorithm. The algorithm trying to fuck with us
All
right
right,
now.
no, but let's really. I mean, Donovan, I know you gotta eat, brother. I know I gotta eat something too. But fuck it, man. Like, I really want to know about this. Why? Like, I wish we could break this up and edit this clip here, bro. I really wish that we could break this down on Discord. Charles better send that man a message, bro.
Oh, Uncle Jack, your audio's a little off.
yeah, you're sounding a little fuzzy.
A little muffled.
My bad. Y'all hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
Why is Avatar the highest grossing? There we go, Charles. There we go. Why?
All right, we back?
Yeah,
Why
you're
is
good.
Avatar
Yeah, you're
the
clear.
highest grossing movie of all time? Why?
Okay. The 3D That was huge.
Okay.
Simple story. It's simple. It's been done. It's known. It's underdog. It's easy. Aesthetic. I mean, why would anyone want to go see Blue Man Group?
Aesthetic to who?
Who doesn't want to see the Blue Man
Meerkat lovers, blue meerkat lovers.
Look, we never seen blue tits on screen before like that.
Okay. That's not even hard.
We never seen that shit before.
You're not gonna see the titties, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you don't see that. You see some skin, but you don't see nothing major.
Yeah, you don't see anything major. But and that time, I think it was the time period too.
I do agree. Most
The
definitely.
time. What was that? 20.
It was
That was
2009. I was a
Nothing
freshman
like
in high
that.
school. I was a freshman in high school.
Yeah, there was nothing like that. 2009.
I agree.
And
Even
then,
though I don't like it, but you know.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't think anyone. Like, I would say a third of the people won't say they love the movie.
So is this one gonna break the record? Is this gonna be the biggest movie of all time?
No.
I think it'll come close. But
It'll come close.
No.
at minimum, at minimum, it
Look,
will
this
come
is a
close.
beautiful non-woke.
Just out of the bro. There was a guy in China who had surgery to look like that.
All right, look.
If that movie gets released overseas,
Listen.
over there, it will do $1 billion or
Oh
closer.
shit! Yeah,
No.
no, D. Smith's talking some stuff here because Marvel hasn't released anything. No one's released shit in China for like the last year and some change. Bro. China locked that shit down. So
Hold on, brothers. Hold on.
that could be a bill in China.
Hold on.
700.
And then it's gonna get some money here for some little kids that saw it when it. I like the Avatar.
Ain't no little
All
kids. This grown ass man trying to see some blue titties on
All right,
screen.
listen. It's 2020, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of y'all brothers do some math for me real quick. When Avatar 1 came out in 2009?
Yes.
Yep.
I
Okay.
graduated high school in 2009, right?
All right.
2009 minus 2022. What does that equal up to? 16?
That's
Hold on.
13. 13.
Okay, cool, Charles. You got an A in statistics, right?
I was all right at statistics.
Respectfully.
I think I like a C.
I'm having nightmares about taking statistics right now. All right, cool. So let's keep this all the way a buck, right? Whatever Disney is gonna lose by releasing Avatar through 20th Century Studios, they're gonna make that back on Black Panther 2 in November, a month before that movie comes out.
Ooh, you say lose.
True or false? I'm
Almost true.
Wait.
You said
wait.
lose.
I would agree with you. I would again, brother, devil's advocate. I would agree with you if there wasn't backlash about T'Challa, the recast T'Challa stuff.
the backlash.
Nah,
There's some
Fuck,
people
well,
that are in that
fuck that.
are causing that problem.
no T'Challa, no ticket.
They're gonna go see it. They're gonna.
I think so too, but maybe they might actually hold up to their word. We'll
I don't
see.
think it's.
But
I don't think it's enough. To,
I think it'll make a bill.
D.
Here's
Smith.
a good one, Uncle Jack. What
D.
film
Smith.
do you think will do better in China? Avatar or Black Panther 2?
Avatar.
That's the second
Hold on.
biggest
That's a
market in
bill.
the world.
That's a
Hold
bill.
on. But wait a minute. Let me back up here. D. Smith. Listen, brother. Look, if it was life or death, my guy, I'm splitting a chicken wing with you, dog. I'll split a chicken. I'm gonna split a chicken wing with you right now, bro. If it comes down to the half or whatever, I'm gonna split a single chicken wing to you, dog. I love you, bro. Straight up and down. That's from the heart. But let's keep this all the way 100, bro. If we're in an alternate reality where Disney only owns Marvel and doesn't own 20th Century Fox, Black Panther 2 is coming out in November in December instead of November. Whatever they're gonna lose on Avatar 2, they're gonna recoup that a month before that movie comes out.
Now, when you say lose, you mean like loss of like no profit, or you mean like what do you mean by lose?
Whatever money they're not gonna make on Avatar 2 coming a month after Black Panther 2. They're gonna make in November and December on Black Panther 2. The only reason Disney has not pulled the trigger on a live action Pocahontas remake is because they're making Avatar 2 live action. If they didn't have the rights to Avatar, they might have had the balls to make a live action Pocahontas.
Live action Pocahontas so problematic, bro.
Problematic, right?
Lord have mercy. It is.
Okay.
I mean, didn't they try a new Hope or something? Didn't they try that?
New Hope. You talking about Force Awakens?
And we're not going to talk about that though. We're not going to talk about colonization movies. We're not.
Okay.
The only reason Avatar is getting a release in theaters is because James Cameron has the cachet to be able to say, "Make this fucking movie," because
he hasn't missed.
Because the first one, the highest grossing movie ever. Avatar 1, come on, bro. 15 years later, how is Avatar 1 aged?
Like like wet diarrhea.
Is there any the Planet of the Apes trilogy?
Jesus Christ, bro.
You don't think they'll do a re-release?
To me,
oh, they're gonna do a re-release.
To me, the Planet of the Apes trilogy trumped everything they did as far as storytelling and special effects.
Absolutely. Don't get it twisted. There's a bunch of movies better than Avatar.
Right.
That's not what's being said here.
Okay,
there's a bunch of movies.
Let me just back up here.
Yeah.
Disney is getting their cake and eating it too by being able to connect themselves to make money off of something that already made money. Black Panther 2 in November is their way of making enough money to where they can take whatever loss they're going to take on Pocahontas live action without releasing Pocahontas in live action. In a different era, Avatar 2 would be on Hulu. That'd be a Hulu exclusive. Get that shit out of here, dog. Get that shit out of here.
Avatar 2?
Think more? Okay. Didn't like a lot of families go see Avatar?
I don't think it's gonna lose money, man.
I don't think it's gonna lose money.
It's not gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be number one.
It may not.
It ain't gonna be as big as it's not. At least here in the States, it's not gonna be as big as it was originally.
So
it's still gonna clear a bill. It's still gonna clear a bill.
Absolutely, yes.
Avatar 2 is gonna make more money.
It's gonna clear a bill.
Is it gonna make more money than which one?
Is it gonna make more money than Top Gun?
Nah, I don't think.
Yeah, China.
It might.
I think it will. I think it will.
Yeah,
China. I think it will. If you want to count China's numbers
in December, Avatar,
especially in December,
bro. They don't celebrate Christmas like we do.
Season.
They don't celebrate Christmas like we do,
bro.
Avatar is gonna make more money than Top Gun.
I think so.
Probably.
That's an American film.
What's the competition?
Bro, a whole man tried to make himself look like the character from China.
What's the competition this
from China?
Shazam! Hey, Shazam moved. They didn't want the smoke. Shazam
they didn't want any of that.
They didn't want Shazam say, "Hey, I'm gonna go to March 2023." Aquaman moved to damn near the end of 2023 too.
It's gonna. My bad. Avatar is gonna make more money than Top Gun. Top Gun had a run from Memorial Day to the 4th of July.
It does. I don't think it's going.
And it made a billy this month, right? So it took 4 months.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but
Avatar would do it in like 2.
Exactly. That's what I was about. That's what I was about to say.
Avatar would do like 2 or 3 weeks tops.
But Uncle Jack, you have to remember that's Top Gun's full run.
Wait.
Top Gun's full run, full on theatrical run.
D. Smith.
Avatar managed to clear that like that the first time.
That was a freak of nature, by the way. That shit would not have happened. I don't know what's going on. That should $1 billion for a military
for American film.
I
would say it was important for it's a great story. It's important for the American cinema.
Yeah.
But Avatar, you're trying to beat the Matrix with Avatar.
I love
what
this.
it is.
I love this podcast.
That's what it is, man.
So y'all are saying, wait a minute. So by February of 2023, Avatar is gonna clear Top Gun.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All three of y'all are saying that.
Let me
Hey,
ju-
I don't
let me
wanna
give you-
see
I don't
it,
like
let me
this.
give you.
I hate
I'll
to say
if
it.
I had to put money on it, bro, if I had to put money down,
I hate to say it, but yeah.
There was a movie called Wolf Warrior 2, I think.
Heard of it.
yeah. Oh, I know what
Only
you.
released
I
in
know
China.
what you're talking about.
It cleared
I know
$1
what you're
billion
talking about.
in like a month.
Yes,
Only China.
yes.
So you think about there hasn't been a major American theatrical release in China for like 2 years.
So wait a minute. So Shang-Chi,
They
They,
didn't,
It-
they
it
didn't,
didn't
they
get
didn't
money
do
on
shit.
Shang-Chi, they said get that shit out of here,
outta
yo.
here.
He was
They-
talking
that
too
shit-
much. That guy talks way too much.
They didn't air that shit in China, bro. That shit was banned, man. They kicked that shit out of here.
The CCP
Chopping
said,
block.
"You don't come here. You don't come here."
They actually, Thor never reached. Marvel
You
has
get
not
out.
released a movie
Bro,
in China in 2 years, bro.
listen, I just want to be clear on this. Y'all, all three of y'all are saying Avatar is gonna clear Top Gun by February of
By
20.
February,
Absolutely.
I'll
Yes.
say by early January.
What are we putting on this?
Early January.
man.
Are we talking about literal bets now?
Push-ups. Give me 50.
Early. All right.
Okay.
Early January.
Give
I'm
me-
gonna say February.
Damn, you moved it up. Dion moved it up.
I'm gonna say mid January. They're gonna clear
I think February's safe. I think
mid January they're gonna clear it. Mid January.
I wish they didn't release Black Panther so close to it.
Yeah.
To be honest,
November. Let's
Marvel,
look at
Marvel
the date.
camp
Let's
was
look at the
gonna come
dates.
either way.
Let me look at the dates.
Wait,
Oh,
bro,
yeah.
man, they should have held off Black Panther for Black History Month of 2023.
It would have been a smarter choice.
That
would have been smart.
That many people are gonna go out of their way to see Avatar in December.
Yes, absolutely. Holidays, they carry their
Okay,
take
no,
their
Black
kids to
Panther is
movies.
November 11th.
It's a PG movie.
On Veterans Day weekend. More
It's
people.
a PG film. It's a PG film.
December 16th.
Yeah, they can get more
Avatar.
butts and seats that way. They
December.
can get more butts and seats that
They're
way.
giving them 1 month. Black Panther has basically 1 month run.
Bruh, no. If I didn't spend $26.99 on that, I'd slam this motherfucker. Y'all
I'm putting January 16th, 2023. Avatar will clear Top Guns.
so you're saying by MLK weekend, Avatar is going to clear the highest grossing movie of 2022.
Chinese market.
Fuck out of here.
I'm putting my money on it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
40 push-ups.
Guys, you know what though? Uncle Jack might win on the merit that they're still locked down out there.
Nah, don't do that, D. Smith. Don't do that. Don't do that.
So you have to think
I mean,
of something.
bro, they tried to lock people in IKEA the other day, bro. They tried to lock like a whole bunch of people in IKEA the other day.
We ain't gonna go all that. We ain't gonna go all that.
You have to think of the rollout for Avatar too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
What James Cameron's gonna do, all of your IMAX theaters are playing my movie.
Oh.
All of your 3D capable
The
theaters
3D
are
glasses
playing my movie.
are
And they're gonna lock it down
back.
like that for like 2
Hey, yo,
months.
ain't no
It's already
space.
It's pre-ordered.
Yeah.
It's
And you know how
already
Disney
pre-ordered.
operates. They
Oh,
punish
yeah,
you
yeah,
if you
yeah.
don't
They
order
will-
their
yeah, they
theaters.
Man,
Quentin
look,
Tarantino was
manhandle
coming
you.
out with Hateful Eight during
I that
what
was
movie? Was it Star Wars?
that was
It
And
was Star
Disney
Wars.
threatened them if they didn't give them every IMAX theater.
Right.
Mhm.
They threatened theaters.
look. I want 40 push-ups, bro, by December 1st. I want 40 push-ups on February 1st.
All right. One Billy,
maybe-
a
look.
Billy by February.
Maybe Puss in Boots.
Easy money.
Donovan, I need that, bro.
Easy
Yeah.
money. You co-sign
Let's do
easy
it.
money.
Easy. Got it.
Half of that's gonna be the first weekend.
Wakanda forever. Y'all are
Dude.
telling me right now that by February 1st, The Way of the Water is gonna clear $1 billion in box.
Without a doubt. What's the
There's
highest
nothing else
opening
coming out.
weekend, Dion? Highest opening weekend?
Highest opening weekend? Let me see. I think it might be Avengers.
Global?
Highest opening weekend.
It would probably be Endgame, wouldn't
There's
it?
no way.
It's Endgame.
Somebody's gonna get cooked in these comments, but I don't care.
And how much was it opening weekend?
357 mil.
Whew.
Biggest worldwide. Yep. Yeah.
Where's Avatar? Avatar is not in the top 10.
Not anymore because everything makes $1 billion now.
Yeah. Everything makes Billy.
Down?
Well,
Huh?
a lot more movies make $1 billion. Shoot.
Stop it, D. Smith. Stop it. Stop it.
Like what? 70% of Marvel's roster? Probably. Well, 50.
Disney clears a bill like every movie they come out with.
Look, I'm not
nowadays.
gonna clear $1 million.
They made $7 billion before the pandemic.
I'm not saying they ain't gonna.
They were literally I want to say 2017, 2018.
I ain't,
Look,
They were bulletproof. Every movie that came out that year
My
made
man-
$1 billion. Imagine making $7 billion in 1 year.
my man-
Hard.
Okay,
Easy.
yes.
Hard.
2019 had Endgame, The Lion King, Aladdin,
Disgusting.
Toy Story 4.
Jesus.
Yes.
I would have taxed the hell out of them,
I
man.
don't
If
disagree.
I was the government, I'd be like, well, you made this much.
I don't disagree
hey,
on that. But like, if we talking baseball, if we talking about baseball, like Black Panther 2 is the cleanup man in the 4th spot behind. You know what I'm saying? Like Black Panther 2 is in the 4th spot behind Mariano Soriano and Derek Jeter with Alex Rodriguez at number 4 or Barry Bonds at number 4. The Way of the Water, if it makes money, that's a happy accident because we need to make James Cameron happy because he doesn't want to direct a Marvel movie.
bruh. Nah, dude. They put a theme park expansion for Avatar Disney, man. They backing that shit, bro.
That's a good point.
They backing that
But they
shit.
did the same for Marvel too. So
Okay, so you know what the other films coming out for December?
What?
House Party, Puss in Boots.
that thing is a D.
Yo,
that thing is a D compared to a full-on naval ship. The naval ship will shoot out a flare, and that dinghy will just go. Don't even have to bring out the big guns for that shit at all.
That shit's going video on demand.
What we
Puss in
doing
Boots?
here? Yo, they gonna clear that shit, bro.
Wait, Puss in Boots comes out in
December.
Puss in Boots.
Slaughterhouse, man.
What?
I said House Party and Puss in Boots, man.
Push
December.
Boots.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Don't even release.
Puss is gonna be pissing in some boots.
I'm not going to the theater in December. I'm going to Las Vegas on vacation.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I don't blame you.
I'm going on vacation in December, dog.
Okay, so your House Party was supposed to be on HBO Max, but he put it in theaters. So that's
Okay.
everything.
We'll give it
I'm
another
with you,
month.
Uncle
I'm sure
Jack.
they'll rethink that one.
LeBron, look, the NBA season is going to be well in effect when that
I can't. Oh, okay.
LeBron is going to be playing on December 25th, whenever that comes out.
You're gonna see Avatar commercials when he plays.
I'm not watching Avatar.
They're gonna make the jerseys blue in the NBA to celebrate the
Oh,
celebrate
Hey,
the
gonna paint
hey,
the court.
Carmen,
The court's gonna be
chill, bro,
They're
chill.
gonna put blue LEDs
Bro,
around the hoop.
bro, chill.
He said, chill. He said,
Chill, please.
but like, I want 40 push-ups, bro.
All right.
40
January 16th.
Where do you
they
think it
gonna
will
clear
be? I'm curious. Where do you think it will be by February?
By February, I think Avatar is going to be 700 million.
700
So
by
Shang-Chi.
February.
So
700.
Shang-Chi money.
Shang-Chi money?
I don't by this point in time, right? Like, let's really think about this. By this point in time, the people who spent their money to go see Avatar in theaters when it mattered, how old are they right now?
But it won't.
They're,
But okay, so that's
they're
the
like
thing.
17, 20.
Wait,
And
what?
I think James Cameron's low key a genius because those
It is
people,
nostalgic.
Go ahead, Charles.
those people likely have families now, right?
Right.
It's a family film. This
Is
next
it?
one, the guy has kids.
Is it?
Yeah, he has kids. James ain't stupid. He has 4 movies in that top 10 movies of all time. He's not stupid. It's a family film. The guy has kids in this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does. Right.
He has kids. So you got that, and now you got the people that never saw it
Mm-hmm.
that don't see anything like an underwater Odyssey. There's nothing that looks like that right now.
Oh well.
Jack, I feel your pain, brother.
The marketing is gonna be.
I feel because
again,
realistically,
it's not
I'm
about
there
the film.
with you.
This is not about the film. This is the marketing for
It's
this
the
film.
marketing.
It's going to be massive. McDonald's, Happy Meals.
Oh,
Burger
hey,
King.
hey,
Happy Meal.
chill.
I'm
Stop.
dead serious.
You're not gonna be able to go on YouTube and not see that shit.
It's gonna be everywhere.
It is going to be everywhere.
Facebook, Instagram.
So you saying that like the kids with the GMOs, I ain't gonna do that. I don't want that to happen right now.
Oh,
It's
shit.
gonna be Fortnite.
Oh
You wanna
God,
play? You wanna
chill,
play?
play?
chill, please, please, brother.
The Lego sets are gonna go for a high price. Lego
Stop.
sets.
Stop.
All that shit.
They already have the Avatar Lego sets. I've seen them.
So Avatar,
and they
I'll
make me
run
disgusted.
Batman. I'll run the Batman.
Yeah, they're gonna outdo Batman. Batman didn't clear a bill, man.
Of course.
The Batman didn't clear a bill. It did like
Wasn't that?
800.
And that was PG-13, right?
That's PG-13.
Yes,
Didn't
PG
clear a bill.
films, man.
Doctor Strange didn't clear a bill either. Surprisingly.
I'm really mad that we spent this much time talking about Avatar.
So we're gonna have to do a recap.
Like
Launch
really,
on box office weekend. We're gonna have to do a recap, man.
we are really having a
Yes,
discussion
God.
equal to the colonization. We're really having a in-depth discussion about how much money the sequel to the colonization movie is gonna make.
Yeah.
We're gonna root for them in the sequel.
Fuck out. We gonna root for who?
Donovan, chill. Stop.
Root for who? Who we
Stop.
gonna root for?
We
Who?
want the colonizers to
Stop.
colonize
Stop.
the blue people in the water now.
I don't even know what the. I
Stop.
still don't know what this next one's gonna be about.
Instead of the jungle, it's the water. The water
I want to know.
ones we're gonna
The
colonize.
only thing that makes me curious about the movie is the kid.
Wait a
The
minute.
Indian
The
kid.
water will humble you.
The water will. I don't. Y'all know it's like the same, almost same story as Wakanda Forever.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yo!
Blew his mind.
No!
Y'all know it's like the same story.
This on audio and on video.
Hmm?
Are you able to release this on audio and video?
Yeah, I can do both.
All right, bet. The water will humble you, is what you're saying.
Both films deal with aquatic military personnel that's going to
Hey,
try
and
to.
then the people get out when they get out of the water, they turn blue.
All I'm hearing right, like to make a reference to Red Dead Redemption, all I'm hearing is Dutch has a plan, right? Dutch has a plan.
I'm actually glad that Wakanda Forever comes out first because if it would have came out next year during
Oh yeah,
let's
they
say
would have
Black
said,
History
man,
Month,
it stole from Avatar,
too
man.
similar,
It-
too
it-
similar.
These woke people.
So y'all are in disagreement with me that Black Panther 2 is the buffer for
No.
Avatar 2. Y'all disagree with that.
They're both spades. They're both.
So Black Panther 2 is the deuce and Avatar 2 is the ace of spades, is what y'all are telling me right now.
I don't like that. I don't like that analogy.
Me either.
I'm just
I don't
asking.
like it at all. I don't like it.
I'm just asking the question.
Oh
I mean,
man.
they're both looked at to make major returns, major money. They're both going to clear $1 billion. Just Avatar is going to get released in China.
And Black Panther 2 will not be released in China.
It may.
Charles, it may, but is anybody gonna go see it?
What am I missing here?
Is it gonna, I don't know if it's going to be released in China.
We made 700 in the States.
Yes.
So we only made 300 international. Or what? It was 1.2?
Something like that. Yeah.
But people know now because there were complaints when it came out.
So
You didn't hear
Still
you
make
got to think about it. Avatar will double it internationally,
Yeah.
without a
double?
doubt. And it will
Double.
definitely make
Oh, yeah.
700 in the States anyway.
Yeah.
Double?
It's going to double it internationally.
Bro,
Yes.
they try to
Now,
have.
Look,
Go ahead.
Now my question to both of y'all two, Donovan and Charles, are y'all going to go see it?
No, I'm going to Disney. I want to see them for real. I'm
You-
gonna take it. I'm
that-
going to. I'm gonna
not
take
gonna
an
do
edible. I'm going to see them for real.
Bro, don't make me hang up.
I'm-
Don't make me hang up on your ass.
I want to see them for real. I'm taking the edible. I'm just gonna get immersed in that shit. Fuck the screen. I want to be in that shit. I'm just get immersed all in there. I'm going to Disney World. I'm
Charles?
seeing them in person.
Nigga,
I don't know if I'll see it. I don't think I might not see it. Like I could say categorically I wouldn't see it if it was just me, but the fam.
Do it for the review. Do it for the
No.
review.
no,
Right?
we are not
Kids will
getting
see
money to go see that. No,
The kids will see it,
no,
right?
Uh-huh.
The kids will see a trailer. That's
Why?
what this is really about. The kids will see the trailer and say, "Mommy, I want to see that movie."
was
You
Avatar
explain to
1,
them why we ain't going to support that shit.
was Avatar 1 a good movie?
Thank
It
you.
wasn't
No.
great, but it wasn't horrible. It wasn't a horrible movie.
I'm with you, Uncle Jack.
It wasn't a horrible movie.
It could
You
be
thought it was-
worse.
You'd give it a 5?
It could be worse.
No, nigga, I wouldn't.
Oh my gosh, man!
What would you give it?
Blame the liquor, yo. This is
What would you give it? What would you give it as a film?
I still don't know how that
3
movie.
to a 4.
You give it a
And
4?
that's
Four?
why It's 3D
4?
and special effects. Yes,
Wait, well,
Four,
so wait,
and that's
it's
just for 3D.
Dancing with Wolves in space.
It is. It is. Absolutely. Don't get me
No.
wrong.
how many people bought 3D TVs with them bullshit ass 3D glasses and bought Avatar on 3D because of that?
They probably did. It changed.
All right.
It changed.
I
the
knew
game.
I knew somebody in my school that had one that had a 3D TV
All right, look. All right,
with the
let me
glasses.
this question. Let me ask y'all brothers this question here, right? Was Avatar better than The Dark Knight?
No,
Was Avatar better than the first Avengers movie?
no, hell no.
Was Avatar better than shit?
No, it wasn't
Oh,
better.
no.
No, it wasn't better than your phone getting knocked
Still
out.
liquor?
Was Avatar better than The Dark Knight Rises?
No,
Was Avatar better than Black Panther?
No.
fuck no.
Was Avatar better than any of the 3 Planet of the Apes movies?
I hadn't seen all.
No.
of them.
Was
Well, your
Avatar
question-
better than X-Men First Class?
Your question
No.
should be: Did the marketing was better than the Dark Knight? Was
Listen,
their marketing better than
No.
X-Men First Class? That's the question you need to ask.
brother,
See, now you got me almost getting
Yeah.
up. Walking away.
actually, that's not the question I asked, bro.
Stay on topic, Dion.
Was Avatar
But no,
Logan?
Was what?
Avatar better than Logan?
no.
No. I thought you said
Hell
Matrix Reloaded.
no.
Okay. Was Avatar better than Get Out?
No.
No.
At this point, I'm asking rhetorical questions. But anyways,
It's the marketing, man. That's what counts.
Was
I don't-
Avatar better than Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom?
never saw it.
Yes, but just wait. Is that the current one or the one before?
That's the second one.
I don't really care for any of these new ones.
Yes, because almost anything is better than that dog turd called
That
Avatar.
also made $1 billion.
It did. So wait a minute. Let's separate.
So we got
Okay.
two movies that aren't good in the
All
billions.
right. All right. So hold on. Was Avatar better than Spectre?
Spectre.
It's gonna make more money than Spectre, man.
Wait, what?
Wait, that was the
What is Spectre?
It's
20
James Bond 007.
2020?
Oh. Damn,
That was
Bro.
a really good movie.
just barely.
That shit was unbelievable.
Just barely better.
That was the one.
Spectre.
Spectre
That was
was
after
just barely.
Skyfall, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the one after Skyfall.
Charles, your audio's off.
No, I hear you.
No. Can you hear me?
There you go.
There you go.
All right, yeah, I gotta stop holding it. Skyfall's the best one
Yeah.
in the last 5 years. You
That's a
don't think
discussion on
Skyfall-
its own. That's a discussion on its own. If you want to stay on
no.
Avatar,
Okay.
we gotta go to
Spectre-
James Bond.
No, but
rating.
Spectre's still better. James Bond in general would be
But-
a better film. Yeah.
It's not about quality. Come on, man. We know it ain't about
We know
quality,
it is.
bro.
Mhm.
We know how much money Transformers make.
Man,
That's
don't
what
talk
I
to
said,
me.
How much
Transformers.
money
Oh,
Jurassic
Billy.
Park
We digging up old bodies now, huh?
make? Come on, man.
We digging up old bodies.
Bad
Old
movies.
bodies.
Bad movies gross a billion.
Donovan just put his hand straight in the dirt. And look how much this thing made. Remember this thing? Remember this dead corpse right here? This thing made billions of dollars. Remember this dead corpse?
Bro.
And he just dropped it. He just let
But
it
it's
go.
money.
And the best one, the
Let's-
best one didn't make the same amount. The
They let
best
Michael-
one,
They really
Bumblebee,
I
didn't
agree.
gross $1 billion.
they let Michael Bay get away with a crime, bro.
Murder.
6
Most
films.
definitely.
four times.
Was it 5 films? 4
Was
films.
it?
4 plus Pain and
Dark
Gain.
Side of the Moon. Revenge of the Fallen.
About the Nightfall.
Fallen
That was
Kingdom.
the 5th one.
Night. So it's 5.
Look, he did.
Five.
Oh yeah, there were 5. I stopped after 4.
No, he did 4. You right,
Oh,
Charles?
Michael Bay did
Oh,
4. And then
No.
someone else did the 5th one?
No,
Yeah.
he did 5.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah, he did all 5 of the movies.
All 5
And then he
Transformers.
produced Bumblebee, right?
He did 5.
Dark Side of the Moon.
Let me see
Last
this.
Night. I can't remember the other one.
He did 5.
I can't remember the other one.
I want to say Dominion was the other one.
No,
Dark Side of the
it was
Moon.
no opinion. It was Transformers.
Age of
Revenge-
Distinction. Last Night.
Age of
We had 5.
Distinction.
It was
5
5.
films.
They let him get away with 5 plus Pain
Yeah.
and Gain, starring Dwayne Johnson and Mark Wahlberg. And Pain and
They
Gain was
really
a
did.
pretty good movie.
Yeah, I like that movie. I enjoyed it.
But what are we talking about right now?
5 films.
You're not believing the Avatar's gonna clear that Billy mark.
I'm saying quality doesn't quite translate to sales.
So
It
for
did
the
not at all.
record, Avatar is gonna make more money in 2 months
Mhm.
than Black Panther 2.
Yes,
Yes.
I want 40 push-ups from all.
absolutely.
And we're not saying that we're like happy about it. It's
I-
just
Yeah, right.
the beast
I-
market.
I'm on your
I'm
your
actually
side,
worried
man.
about Black Panther 2, man.
You're
I'm
worried?
worried about Black Panther 2.
I'm
I
not.
think it's gonna
I
make
am
this money.
I
It's
am
got a lot of
too,
hype.
Charles, but I'm waiting until after I leave the theater.
I'm not.
I'm worried. Not so much the film, but like people were taking schools were taking students to go see Black Panther.
They all going.
Sure.
You think they'll do that again this year? They're not doing that this year.
Black Panther 2 is gonna make money, bro.
It'll make money. I would hate to be like, oh, because T'Challa is dead, we didn't beat our last whatever.
I don't.
I'd hate that. I'd hate that narrative.
I agree with you on that, but Ryan Coogler is probably in the top 5 of directors living,
Absolutely, the best.
and he could do more than what it is that he's doing right now.
Absolutely.
He could really do more than what he's doing right now.
Hey, so do you think, swinging back to an old question real quick, do you think he might be that next one too?
He's
Or
already,
to it?
Yeah, I think he's already in there.
Okay.
he's already there. Creed 2 was not a good movie because he didn't direct.
That wasn't his film. Yeah.
Yeah.
The third one is it still his film or
No,
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan's making that one?
Mhm.
Interesting.
Creed 3 I'm gonna go
Hmm.
see it, but it's not as good as Creed 1.
Creed 1 was good.
Creed 1 was great, bro.
I love Creed 1.
Man, that was a damn good movie, bro.
It was.
Creed 1 is right up there with Rocky 1 and 2.
Absolutely.
I would agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's crazy that we even ended up here. But I want 40 push-ups from all.
All right.
All right, mark the date.
I want
Sunday,
40,
August 28th, 12:03 a.m.
I want 40 push-ups, man. Y'all all are in agreement that Avatar 2 is gonna make more money than Black Panther 2. Because I think Black Panther 2 is the buffer, bro. The same, yeah. Did Black Adam get pushed back?
No,
When is that coming out?
it's in October, so they were
Oh,
safe.
October. Yeah, they're safe.
Shazam got moved because it was gonna get slaughtered.
When did Shazam get pushed?
It got pushed to March, I believe.
That's a good-
Aquaman got pushed to like Christmas the next
That's
year.
crazy, bro. Next year,
a whole
And-
year.
December of 2023. I think.
and Flashpoint got canceled.
They didn't say nothing
I
about.
don't
They
know.
didn't say
The
nothing
judge is
about
undecided,
Flashpoint.
right?
Question mark.
They didn't say nothing about Flashpoint.
Are we ready for that combo?
Nah,
As far as media storm or like
we have to wait for that on a day that I'm.
You've been talking about it.
Right,
It's like we're
man.
accomplices by this point.
talking.
They might pick us up.
No, but like I'm interested to see how this plays out because all right, so before we wrap this up, like I don't know the next time we're gonna be able to do this because you know schedules and schoolwork and all of that there. But
Yeah.
like what has caught y'all brothers' attention up to this point in 2022? And what are y'all kind of looking forward to for the rest of the year?
Oh, man, what's left?
Just Wakanda forever. That's really it.
Wakanda forever.
actually, yeah, I would
There's some Netflix stuff.
That's
Right?
it.
I still haven't seen Sandman. I want to watch that. I think is that it for shows and shit? Lord of the Rings.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
I gotta check out how they doing it. You know,
Man.
true.
That's like the final battleground for 2022, bro.
Lord of
Yeah,
the Rings, Game of
That's the
Thrones.
battle for 2022, bro.
I think the marksman already chose Game of Thrones for that one.
But did
yeah,
they?
we're gonna sacrifice that lamb that is Lord of the Rings.
I don't think
My goodness.
they didn't choose it. They really didn't choose it.
Mm.
Mm,
That first episode was like great.
mm.
That was a great first. That was a like, bro.
It was so good they couldn't resist the black character in it.
That was an hour and 10 minutes of excellent television.
Excellent television. I
And
gotta
like,
watch it.
even like when they went inside the episode, the way that the creators of that show were talking about, like they were on point with that motherfucker, bro.
Mm.
Is it on track to be another
Better Call Saul.
spin-off that tops its original, like you said with Better Call Saul?
Oh man.
Is it on track for that? Is it on track for
After-
Game of Thrones as a whole, not just the first great 7 seasons as a whole? Do you think it will top it?
See, after
I
one
ain't even seen it, and I think that's hard to ask him to do that.
after one episode, I can't say that, but what I'm gonna say is this here. I think that the people who were involved with that show have understanding that we can tell a story that is smaller in scale, but fit within the universe and give you breadcrumbs of that same universe to tell
Mm.
the story. To where
Without it swallowing it up. Okay, I dig that.
I'm not even ready to talk about Better Call Saul. My feelings were hurt. Like I felt the way about the series finale of Better Call Saul, bro. You seen that motherfucker, Charles?
I haven't seen it. I got to now. You're the one that made me want to see it.
Man, I
I'm gonna
really
watch that.
and I don't say this lightly, D. Smith. I
Mhm.
don't say this lightly. I was in my feelings when I saw that last episode of Better Call Saul.
Mm.
I gotta watch that.
I was in my feelings about that. and I'm not ready to talk about that until December.
Damn.
I'll check it out before then.
Now, but I'm not ready to like process that right now.
Mm.
But
all I say about Game of Thrones is don't fuck up that ending,
no,
Yeah.
I don't think they're.
because that'll undo all this good shit that's going on right now. Don't fuck up them last 2 episodes.
The only thing I want to say about like that first episode that I saw about House of the Dragon is do not get swept up into good versus evil, because there are no good guys when you're trying to tell the story of every character wanting to get to the top of the mountain. Nobody can be a good guy when everybody has the same goal.
That seems on theme
I like
for
that
Game
answer.
of Thrones. Yeah.
I
I
like
like
it.
that answer too.
There are a lot of things that made me uncomfortable in episode 1, and I anticipate being more uncomfortable going forward. But I'm okay with that because they already set the precedent for it.
Nice.
I need to watch Sandman, but I don't got time for that right now.
Yeah.
Right.
I wish I had time to watch Sandman, bro. Like, I haven't even seen Witcher season 2 yet, bro.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You know,
I'm in the same boat.
Like don't do that to me with Better Call Saul, bro. Like, and when we do this in December, like
I'm gonna check it
I
out before then.
my own episode of this podcast, just talking about how good the show was.
I'm gonna watch that.
yeah, man, for sure. But it's 12:09 here in Florida, man. Like I'm about to crash, man.
Glad we got
We all 4 of us at some point got to do this again. This was
No.
great.
I'm
Oh
done.
yeah, we're gonna do it again. This is the new standard. This is the standard format now.
and brother Donovan, like I know this is gonna be a hell of a time trying to edit this motherfucker, bro. But like I don't know, like with school and everything like that. I hope we get to do this soon. Like my ass is getting kicked right now.
I heard that.
Right now, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we got to do this, man. Big shout outs to D Smith. Big shout outs to brother Charles. Big shout outs to you, Donovan. I hope that motherfucking Candyman project works out good, man.
It's gonna be great.
Same, man. Same.
Like, and you know, hopefully towards the end of this year, early next year, I got some shit that I want y'all to look at, man. But
Okay.
Hell
Yeah. All right.
hopefully,
Yeah.
but
All
I'm gonna
right.
do this.
Okay.
This is quality content right here, man. Real talk.
Dope stuff, man. Hey, I'm glad you guys came in. I'm excited. Yo, this is the new standard right here, behind the scene podcast. If everybody listening on the replay, let us know your thoughts in the comment section. And with that, we're out.
Can't wait for the replay.
This shit's gonna be dope, man. Thank you guys for joining in. This is another episode behind the scene podcast. Peace.
Peace.
See you, boss.